All right, we are out of ads.
So on your character sheet, then you should be able to configure your HP and set your max HP.
Wait, why am I on this fucking hell?
Okay.
To
There we
52.
There we go. Hello, hello.
Oh, hey, we're live.
Yes, we are out of ads. We are live indeed.
The honk.
It's
Let's
just
pump
roll
this
20,
out.
no D. Let me
Nerd.
just make sure I
Backspace,
have
you nerd.
everything.
Okay, I don't know.
What
So
are you
I'm
trying
assuming
to do?
I'm clicking the cogwheel underneath my health bar that says configure health
Yes.
point, right?
Yeah, and
I've-
then you can overwrite your max HP.
Just
How?
change. You just type in
just-
the new number.
Oh, I was trying to backspace it. So 52 is what we're at now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice, very
I'm
nice.
a beefy gal.
But and
Let's
That's over half of
Eating her
100.
veggies.
and Penny, it's
Good
just roll
news.
20 on the chat, not roll D20.
Right.
And,
Thank you
Twitch
very
chat.
much. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I see.
All right.
Luckily, that is quick and painless.
It's a very
Foundry
simplistic
is
process. I
taking
quite enjoy it.
300 years to load. I think my internet.
I have faith in you, Grail. You got this.
Good news, everyone.
is-
Damien's no longer mostly dead. He's only half dead.
Yeah.
I thought he was always half vampire.
No, I meant from last episode when I took all that damage.
All right.
It's okay. Penny's getting your little potion.
Good
Yeah.
lord. Greetings, dear spirits, and welcome to the Tables of Tartarus, a division of Purgatory Corner where fate is bound by dice and stories are carved into eternity. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we are going to continue the tale of King's Kindness. Welcome on in, take a seat at the table, and let the threads of destiny unravel before you. Every story belongs somewhere, and here, your next chapter begins. Alright, so last episode, you guys pretty much just had a combat episode. So you guys went to actually no, it wasn't a pure combat episode. The beginning of it was you guys talking to the old guy whom I can never remember the fucking name of.
Lord Marinara. That's not his name, but it's close enough.
Honestly,
Meringue, that's it, yes. Lord Meringue, and
Somehow even more pompous.
yeah, more pompous. But yeah, it was Lord Meringue and his daughter. You guys interacted with the daughter, basically informed her that her brother was firm and truly dead and not undead anymore.
Super deceased.
Super deceased, very, very dead. Hello there, Rat King. And so you guys informed her of this. Her dad came back home. You guys interacted with all that fun stuff. I believe Mel tried to was sitting in his chair as a power move of sorts.
I took his chair. Yeah.
You have not taken his chair, you've taken his chair yet, but you were sitting in his chair.
really
Speaking
was.
of, you attempted to think about stealing his chair and then didn't. you managed to win over
the
your
urge.
desires. And then you guys went down into the sewers to try and kill a necromancer named Mancer. He was a jolly old fellow, made entirely of hands. Very disturbing hands, man. Y'all started just absolutely beating the other shit out of him. He summoned a four-armed, weird, bone-like construct monstrosity, which was surprisingly dangerous. You guys also had a lovely pink glowing rat as a teammate who did absolutely nothing and didn't want to do anything. And then he summoned an actual Reaper, an actual Death Reaper, who failed in every regard possible. It's not possible to fail harder than he did. He missed somebody who was just paralyzed and was laying on the ground. It's hard to
just not
fail
good.
more than him.
He had.
I mean, in his defense, he was convinced to unionize and then was immediately had his brain deleted.
Yeah, he had performance anxiety. What do you want from him?
You do not need to keep
The
the DD
crisis of
dice tab
faith.
open, no.
I was
Bless
saying he
you.
had a crisis of faith.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
cough.
But we are here today with our
Plus
lovely
anyways.
players, which if you've not checked them out before, absolutely go do so. Most of them stream. Go check out all their various content if you wish to. And then also check out all the different characters, which I will pin this for easy access. So feel free to look at that if you guys wish to at any point in time. So at the very end of that fight, Mancer, having been just absolutely fucking trounced by everyone, he decided to dimension door out of the location, much to the anger, irritation, and anxiety of every person in the goddamn room. With Penelope attempting to counterspell him and missing by like a fucking one number, I believe.
It was so devastating.
So far.
Oh yeah, so he has disappeared for the time being. Y'all all very angry about this. But give us your tales of woes.
What? What?
What did you say?
Yeah.
Did you just have a stroke?
What are your characters doing at the moment? Talk to me,
Oh.
people.
Oh.
Damn, are you okay?
No.
I think I need to.
Jesus Christ.
I
that's
would
loud.
like
Any
to
of us,
imagine
really?
that Callista is going through each and every rat she has befriended and taken from Mancer, and she's just making them a slightly different color of the rainbow. I will have a color wheel of rats, and you cannot stop me.
I love this.
That
I am
sounds
color coding
horrifying.
my
Currently-
twisted, messed up little flesh rat monsters.
She would do numbers on MySpace. Anyway.
Callista's
Like
a manic
Tumblr.
pixie dream girl, okay?
He is Tumblr coded
Oh,
like
no.
hell. This is this is not
Literally,
MySpace.
though.
This is Tumblr.
I'm deeply
Okay.
concerned
Is
by
this the
this
potion,
Tumblr show.
Damien?
Yeah, so right now Damien's laying on the ground groaning in pain. The one with the black cork, dear.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And
He
she'll grab it
manages
directly.
to sit himself up against the wall and takes the potion from her and kind of croaks like, "Thank you," and bites the cork off with his teeth and just starts like chugging it.
Chippity chump chump to chump chump chippy.
So I'm gonna. Where is? I should roll for how much that helps me.
I'll heal you same as regular potion would. So 2d. Well, I have a little potion on my desk. 2d4 plus 2.
Yes, correct.
Mel will hop down off of the statue that she was on and
Okay.
make her way over to the party. We'll get there when we get there.
Okay, that's far
Right.
better. Okay.
Is everyone hearty and you are not okay?
It's fine. I'm fine. Thank you.
That's a lie. I'm going to try something, Damien, and this may hurt, but it probably shouldn't. So just hold still a moment.
Oh,
Now, DM, a
Yes?
question. So normally, Toll the Dead requires a wisdom saving throw from the target.
Mhm.
Can we assume that Damien will automatically fail that if he trusts Mel?
Yes.
yes.
Alrighty.
As a player, I'm willing to take the fail on that dice and not even roll it. So I believe that's a thing you could do. You could purposely fail checks.
Oh, that's sorry. It needs to be 2d12 because he is technically injured.
That is true.
This could be very bad.
Very
Jesus.
careful.
17 health back to you.
Okay,
So-
that actually puts me more than my max, so I'm gonna go back to my max.
So Mel sort of leans down, and for everyone else, there's like the chirping bird song. It's a really pleasant sound, accompanied by obviously the petrichor smell and what have you. For Damien, it is the crowing of the cawing of crows and like the sounds of ravens and death, but it does heal him.
His eyes like widen. He looks almost kind of terrified for a moment, and then he kind of looks at himself. And he looks like he's feeling a lot better. He does not look like he's going to die anymore because he's at full health now.
Oh, that did
He
work.
looks up to the-
Fantastic.
You what?
I'll explain later. But for now, I am going to catch that stupid little bastard who ran away from us. So, DM,
Uh-huh.
I would like to cast Clairvoyance.
Absolutely. And just for the viewers,
Oh yes, I can actually boop this to standard roll it and it'll cast a spell.
in order to show it, you have to click info, I believe. Third level?
You should be able to, yeah.
Clairvoyance.
Oh, it doesn't actually, yeah, okay. You create an invisible sense within range, and I've already checked with the DM that this does work, in a location familiar to you, a place you have visited or seen before, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to me. Now, given that I passed my my insight DC, whatever the fuck it was
By
last
a
session,
fucking mile,
I
it was
am-
like 33.
yeah, I am familiar. It's an obvious location. Is Mance's lab? I'm unfamiliar with it, but it is obvious to me. So I will create a sensor in Mance's lab.
Okay. Do you want to see or do you want to hear?
I will, because I think I can alternate between them.
You
When you
can,
cast
yeah.
a spell, you can choose, and you can, as your action, you can switch between. So I'll
Mhm.
start by seeing, just to see what I see, and then I'll switch to hearing so I can hear Mancer.
Okay, cool. So you put it pretty much in said obvious location. You more or less know where he's going. He's definitely, especially given his shall we say, arrogant ways, he's almost certainly popping up in probably his lab or something of that sort, something of relative safety to him. So as the thing is placed down, you can see around you. You do see he is inside of what appears to be a lab kind of situation, and he is leaning against a wall, and his hands are flapping as if he's talking. He seems to be extremely irritated, to the best of your knowledge, and he's extremely animate. Animated? Animated, thank you.
Yes, and then I switch to hearing to hear what I hear.
All right, you hear two voices, actually. The first voice is obviously Mancer's, and he seems to be talking to like some kind of wall or something, but you hear him talking, he's like, God, you seriously sent me six experienced son of a bitches, really? Fucking really? Do you have any idea how hard it is to keep this goddamn physique? I have hands, you know, and these hands, and you see him just flip off a bird, are pissed, you son of a bitch. You hear the other voice, which is much lower, and one you actually do not familiar, do recognize, which is a deep, low, Lord Meringue's voice, which is...
Oh,
But a
shit.
guess.
He says, if I knew that they were seasoned adventurers, I would have made it significantly more difficult for you. However, the fact that you've lost to them simply means that you just didn't try hard enough. Next time, don't fail me. Ugh, I have to pay them now. You just see him go like, fuck, you were gonna pay him? Really? Oh, okay. Chill, Mr. Hand. He like pulls off like 3 hands. Like, chill, Mr. Hand. Chill, Bunny Boo. Chill. I don't have a name for you. He throws it against the wall. All right. So, what we gotta deal with right now is the problem of I have 6 sons of bitches hunting me down. Oh, if I had the time, I had the resources, I could make some gnarly ass shit. How the fuck am I gonna deal with this, you goddamn son of a bitch? You're the one who put me in this situation. And you hear Lord Meringue just go, deal with it. And then his voice cuts off. And Mancer is just like, oh, I'm gonna rip out your spleen. I'm gonna shove it up your ass. And I'm gonna make you live long enough to feel it, you son of a bitch.
He seems normal. I will obviously relay this to the party as I'm hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep. I'll keep the sensor. Is he actually? Hold on. If I switch back to sight, is he still like? Is he still sign languaging?
He is not sign languaging at the moment.
Okay.
Damn it!
What does it look like? The room.
It's a fairly small room. It's full of different vials, potions, various different mechanisms. There's like 5 or 6 dead bodies around him in various states of either decay or manipulation. And he's currently pacing back and forth. And there's like a door at the end, which is, I would say less of an like stone door and more he carved it out of stone or something like that.
But he's definitely still in the sewers, isn't he? Like he's
100%.
Not, like this is clearly. Yeah, all right. I'm going to keep the sense of watching him.
Mhm.
Can I see while I have this up? I believe so. You can use a certain sense through the sensors if you're in its space. Yeah. So I will keep watching him, but like I can still see, unlike Find Familiar's side, which turns your sight off.
Mhm.
All right, he's still in the sewers, somewhere within 500 feet of us.
I can go fast.
Can you talk to your rat? Does it know where his lab is?
Do you feel the need to constantly go fast? Sorry. Yeah, I could probably talk to my rat, but I don't know if I can speak with animal. What is that an animal or is it a monstrosity at this point? What are you?
What are you?
You see, it just kind of looks up at you and just starts spinning in a circle.
Oh, my son. Or daughter. Or just a nondescript child,
Okay.
rat child.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna use. I'm gonna assume that these rats aren't super wise.
Aren't what?
I'm going
Probably-
to
probably
look
not.
down at Pony, our pink glowing rat,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna cast Suggestion to magically influence a creature that I see. And they have to make a Wisdom saving throw of 14. Wait, isn't my Charisma modifier? No, it is Wisdom.
should
Never
be.
mind. And ask it to lead us to answer.
Nice.
I think that's a fail.
It looks up, it stops spinning, and it looks at you for a second, and then it just starts kind of like clopping its hooves onto the ground before it just bolts off in a direction back the way you guys came. Clearly not seeming to care whether or not you guys are actually following it, as that was not part of your directives.
I said lead us to answer. So that was part.
It's leading you. Whether or not you follow doesn't matter to it.
Yeah, no, Callista takes off after her rat. That is my that's my fucking pet there. That's my friend. That's my creature.
I would venture. Yeah, I'm actually going to argue with you on that.
Oh.
Leading does intuit that we will be following. I didn't say go to Mancer. I said lead us to Mancer.
Oh, I thought you were gonna argue that it's my son. I'm like, huh?
You know what?
Why
Fair
would you
enough.
say
Fair enough.
that?
So it'll just run like 20-30 feet, wait for you guys, and then just keep doing that. So it's like a stutter run.
Oh, I love RPG NPCs.
Oh no,
Yes,
that's
we
exactly
are
what's
the
happening.
escort quest.
I run after Callista.
Ortis, Grail, come with. Let's go.
Callista's chasing down her
You're up,
rat.
mate. Yes. I've no interest in allowing him to escape from me.
What as we I assume follow the rat. What is Mansa doing?
That you can see right now, it seems like he's grabbing a couple different bodies and he's like putting them together like really haphazardly. It looks kind of like he's trying to build something, but with people.
I convey this to the group as we are hurrying through the sewers.
You get a ew from Callista.
I know, right? Disgusting. Ugh.
It's very messy. It is very, very messy in that room.
So hold on. Mel, what?
Yes.
What did you just do? What was that? What did you do?
It's clairvoyance. It's a spell.
No.
Oh, the healing. Right. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Well, I figured.
How did that not
Right.
hurt me?
I assumed, apparently rightly, that given that you were of an undead persuasion. Hey, hold on.
Hold on.
Hey, what are you doing, DM?
That's not me. That was Wazzy.
Oh, it's Wazzy.
Oh, you got that's gonna be
Hey.
a stealth roll. You guys want me to see that?
No, we
can't
saw
see the
a
number.
dice roll. We can't
his
see the
question.
results.
It's
just question marks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me rolling for my HP.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we can't see
Without
the
interrupting anyone. All right, I'm
Anyway.
doing that online then. I'm doing it somewhere else. So you guys.
You can do self rolls too.
assumed-
That's what I did.
Oh.
It still popped up.
Hmm.
Crazy.
So, I assumed, given your somewhat undead nature, that you might be healed by necromantic magics rather than the classical healing magics, as it were. And it seems I was right, as I
Huh.
often am.
I never thought of that before.
No, it's quite all right. I only know about it through certain circles and what have you. So, I wouldn't expect it to come across the classic normal channels.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. You got quite banged up in that last fight.
I've had worse. It's not that big of a deal.
I don't know whether that's true.
Anyway, how close to are we getting closer?
Yeah.
I don't. I can only see vaguely. Like I can see in the room that he's in. I can't tell you whether we're getting closer or not.
All right, so we're following the rat.
Yeah.
We're following the rat.
It takes a couple of
Trust within
minutes,
Pony.
all of which Mel is just seeing at the corner of her eye. Him just like putting shit together, like grabbing random potions and throwing them against the wall. After a certain point, like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, you guys are starting to hear him just slapping shit together, throwing shit against the walls. He seems really angry. You're not hearing words just yet, but he is definitely shouting something or another in a very pissed off tone.
We just hear a very
Seems-
angry country accent. That's all we get.
I
Like, bouncing
forgot
off the walls.
I forgot he had a country accent.
We just hear like,
Damn you sons of bitches.
He's throwing a tantrum in there.
And you guys do see the door up ahead of you. It is solid stone. There is no wood or anything of that sort. It is a very heavy door.
I pick up Pony and I said, you did an excellent job. And
is that
Put 'em-
why he needs so many hands?
To open the door.
To open
Ortis,
that big
Grail,
old door.
if you please.
Logic would dictate that a man of his
before we
pathetic stature.
are we all in
would
agreement
be-
that we should just hit first, ask questions later, or should we try to get some proof out of him of
What would you like to know?
some way that we can prove that that bastard is working with Manser?
Where does the black stuff, the black goo stuff come from?
I have an inkling of
Yeah, but we can, he knows, right? So we can ask him.
Worst
that's
case
what I wanna know.
scenario, we could just kill him and I could use Revivify.
That'd be the very first time that she has said something that made y'all realize that she's a cleric.
wow.
It's also
You
a
wanna
little
heal?
Would that work?
What am I?
This man is not
I'm a
human, clearly.
Genasi. What are you?
Not living.
Let's just kill him.
Let's
well,
yeah.
Can
We're
Ortiz,
wasting time.
shoulder barge the door?
You and Grail both can, yeah.
Logic would dictate that a man of his scrawny stature has some method of opening this without pure strength. That being said,
He's got a bunch of
deny-
hands. Maybe there's a
can't
bunch
deny a
of
good
keyholes.
entrance.
What was the end of that, Grail?
That being said, I love a good entrance.
Yep, fair
All
enough.
yours.
I'd say we should both like put our feet against the door and then just like on the count of 3, just like kick it in. Or not even like just like on the count of 3, just kick the door in.
Just two homies
Like, that's
doing
better
an
than a shoulder
FBI
charge.
open up.
Pretty much. We're gonna use Callista as
how
the
do
battering
I-
ram.
No!
How do I hold on? How do I give my bardic inspiration?
I believe.
Oh yeah, I'm
it's-
multiclassed into bard. Everyone, by the way.
Yeah, debuts multi-class into Bard. I believe with Bardic Inspiration. Why is that not here?
Yeah, I don't have a like.
Ugh.
That's not it.
Hold on. I have a Bard
Did I not
somewhere.
import it?
Apparently it decided not to, which is slightly annoying. But that is
Okay.
fine. Once I can find my other Bard I had. Ah, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. Yes, no, yes, yes, yes,
No.
no, yes, yes. Okay. You get, I believe, song. Do you get song rest too, or is that a? Oh, that's
No,
second
that's
level.
later
bonus.
on.
There you go. You get Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you.
And your other one is just a passive, so I'll add that at another time.
Where did you put it?
Of which I found it. Yeah. But yeah, so you can use Bardic Inspiration if you want, but it's not going to apply in this one because with the two of their strengths, this door is not going to this door is not going to survive it. But we're going to see just
Turn to
how hard
rubble.
this door is kicked into this room. Pretty goddamn hard. This door, if you guys wish to, this door can go fucking flying into this room.
Hang on, I haven't done my roll yet.
Oh
Yeah,
no, that's just
allow me to
so
do
that's
mine.
not a roll to see whether or not you guys can open it. It's a
Oh.
roll to see how hard this door flies into the room effectively.
Oh.
You guys
Oh,
have
yeah,
so
this
much
door is
strength,
gonna, like-
it would be impossible for you guys to fail it.
Yeah, I want this to go flying and like shatter against the opposing wall.
Oh, Jesus.
I want it to shatter into little stone shards against the wall with like an absolute bang, just like a cacophonous boom, and for Mancer to, whatever the equivalent of hands do that is shit their pants.
He just drops absolutely everything he's holding.
Yeah, so you guys, like, it flies through the room, smashing into the other wall, and you see, like, Mancer is, like, crouched over, like, a weird pseudo-body thing, and you see all of his hands, like, they're facing one direction, and then they just turn, so he's now facing the other direction without moving, and he just goes, what the same fuck did you just do? Oh, shit. You ain't seen nothing.
Hello, friend.
Hey, mate, missed us?
We're back.
I certainly did not miss you in any way, shape, or form. That is of any necessity. You
I
want
thought
another
it, Tom, I
friend?
Teleport again. I dare you.
Was that
How
great?
about you?
I said, go on, teleport again. I
Or
dare
not.
you.
I would if I had the ability. Smoke bomb, and he like yeets the little body at you.
Can I like roll a reaction to just slice it in half in the air?
100%.
Yes. Yes.
What roll would this be?
I just do a dexterity
Strength,
save.
perception? Yep.
Those.
Can I give him my bard inspiration for that? Before we do that.
Oh, it's still private, but I see a 13. I think you have to. If you right click it, can it just show?
I've made it.
There we go. You're getting bardic inspiration on that one.
Or, well, that was a 13.
Got
I think. Oh, there it is.
I got a
12.
I
Oh,
got a
because the
12
13 on
minus
the
1.
dice. Yeah. I forgot you have negative dexterity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to roll 1d6? Question mark?
Like an attack roll?
No,
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 Bardic
this is
Inspiration.
No, you get a d6 for
Oh,
the
for bardic.
bardic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's d6. I can
D6.
remember it's d6,
Alright.
d8.
And you can add that to the ability check.
God.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
here in Damien's words of encouragement, the air quote smoke bomb that he threw, being just a body, you easily slice through the entire thing. It splits dead in half. The two body parts just fly in opposite directions, which coat a little bit of your armor in or well, chainmail, I suppose, and cloth and whatnot, just in a splatter of blood as you're just staring him down.
I imagine it's like from the movies where it's flying towards me. It splits in half. They go left and right. The one on the left crashes into the wall behind me. The one on the right crashes into Callista.
Why? I'm
Hey, you get a new
getting
friend.
praise.
It wasn't the intention. It was just a pure happenstance.
Pure happenstance.
See Mancer look at you, he just goes, shit.
Listen here.
Yeah.
We know you're working with what is that asshole's name?
Lord
Marine.
Manane.
Yeah,
Marine.
Man.
Working partners is a strong term that I wouldn't necessarily use at this exact moment in time.
You seem very pissed off at him.
Oh,
Right.
exceedingly.
So, hear me out. Give us the proof that you're working with him that we can take back to the higher channels or whatever, so that we can ruin his life, and we'll walk the other way.
You'll leave me alive?
Of course.
Ah,
You just need
fucking
this proof.
sure. All right. Easy
Wait,
enough.
what?
I can do that. Shit. Do I have anything from him? Kind of like you see his hand like pull off of his chin to start stroking the non-existent chin that's there now.
Can I back up and like not be seen in the room?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
What
just
happened
like
to killing
I want
him?
Damien, if you like, Damien's standing in front of everyone. He's got his fingers crossed behind his back, by the way,
it's
to
like,
kind of like let you guys know.
what can I
Oh,
do in
right.
order to kill this son of a fucking get this son of a bitch under? But
Honestly,
Hmm?
no offense to you, but you're kind of just under the sewers. You're not really bothering anyone up there. We didn't even care about you until we were sent down here by that asshole.
I
So-
know, right? I mean, look, sometimes they send me adventurers and I just dispatch them because it's a little bit easier to work with than people just wander into. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get people to wander into a goddamn sewer system? You know, it's
Quite
so
difficult, I
difficult to
assume.
find good help these days. You know, I just got these
question.
rats.
A question, if I may, since we're sharing information. and what
Oh,
have you.
absolutely,
Where's the
darling.
black? Where's the black goo come from? Don't call me that.
Okay, he looks at you. He's like, "You don't know what the black goo is? You have someone with it. I'm
No.
surprised you don't know shit about it." Silly little people.
I was
What the f-
studying it out of curiosity. I'm assuming it is of your person.
Well, it depends on your definition
source.
of your person, you know?
No, that's why we're asking.
Oh, yeah, right. Forgot about that for a second. Look, I'm used to dealing with folks who don't have 2 brain cells in their skull, all right? Kind of like your friend here who's
Don't-
staring me down like daggers in a claw.
Don't tell me it's bodily fluids, mate. Please.
Ain't no
I'm-
bodily
Who was he
fluid.
referring
I'll
to?
let you know. This black goo, he reaches into his chest frame, which like his hands like open up, and like he just
Yeah,
kind
I
of
would
reaches
assume.
in and pulls out like a whole glopping of goo. And he's like, this right here is a good old fashioned godsend. By godsend, I quite literally mean godsend. You know how like there's all kinds of glorious god relics and
proof,
all that
the
other
proof.
bullshit?
Yes.
The proof of.
Oh yeah, right, the proof.
Lord-
Well, I'm answering a question, lady. Or sir.
I know.
Where are you? I don't know what you are.
I'm a man. Thank you.
Ah. Can't never tell with your race. Jen, what? I don't fucking know. You're human. Wait. He looks at your horns.
It's fine. It's fine. Just the proof.
Right, the proof.
So we can-
He puts down the goop
Because
on
I don't
the
know.
ground.
I don't know how much longer I can hold off.
Ah,
he
right,
gestures
right.
to-
Yeah. The horrors
He's
of your
not very
party is
patient.
terrifying. Yeah, I get it. You can't control a man with more muscles than brain cells. He kind of reaches into like a desk near him, which is surprisingly nice. And you see his hands just start like swarming the desk. Like half of his body just kind of like starts being hands walking over the thing. He's like, "Hey, it'll take me just a minute or to get my stuff." You see, you have to do like 16 different combinations to get this shit because I'm paranoid.
Can I insight to make sure that like he's actually doing what he's doing and not just stalling?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay.
If
I
he
didn't
gets
mean to do advantage. Hold
confused,
on.
Do
That's
his
fine.
like fingers get tangled and stuff if he gets confused?
Okay. That was a 13.
Yeah, you are seeing his hands are pressing buttons on the desk. Many buttons on the desk. as he's just rattling away different various combinations. And you're hearing the desk make like random popping sounds and other noises like that. So he's probably getting a weird secret combination out of it. Because it just don't take him just a minute here. If,
So wait, am I inciting that he is just stalling for time?
You are inciting that he is likely getting the thing out of the drawer. He's not stalling for time, it's just taking a minute.
He's just all hands, if you will.
Yeah. All hands on deck in this case.
Yeah.
Man, he looks at like fucking Grail and he's like, you know, you have a really big sword.
You're observant.
I am actually. I appreciate you noticing.
Callista points at Monster and she's just like, I'm still upset with you.
Oh yeah, you want to be my friend and all that. It's
Befriend
really hard to be
crusty
friends with someone
old
who's all
dubious
hands.
men. You befriend crusty old dubious men, but not me.
I can totally
And
be
you
your
call me
friend too.
Enemy.
But I gave
I
you a
don't think
friend.
he's
He
friends
points to
with-
the body that you got hit by.
That you didn't give me that. You flung that at me, and there's a distinction there that I'm sure you know about.
Nah, yeah, same
Don't take
thing. You
anything
throw
Krista
gifts,
says
you hand
seriously with
gifts,
that
same
list.
thing.
Hand gift.
You hear a very satisfying as the desk, like part of it just like pops out and he's like, there we go. Sorry for the wait. He pulls out like a piece of paper. This is his signature of him being a dickhead, and my
Damien comes up to him, just approaches him like casually, and he holds his hand out for the paper.
you just want me to hand it? I mean, I can hand it.
Yes.
Alright.
Ha. Oh, I get it. Hands. Thank you. He takes the paper. He reads it quickly.
It's like I knew
This-
people appreciate
this
my
will work.
my jokes.
Marvelously.
It is
Thank
like
you
a
so much, man.
not
sir.
quite an
He folds it up.
agreement, but it is a statement from Lord Meringue.
It's got his signature on it,
Yeah.
right? That's all I need. He folds it up carefully and he puts it in his suitcase and pats that and says, "Thank you very much." And then he starts walking back and he says, "All right, Grail, do your thing."
Hey, what do you mean? I know I got some.
I said I wasn't
pansies
going.
early.
Listen. I said I was going to let you live. I said nothing about it.
Shit, semantics.
Grail is going to drop his sword and shield. Like hands. How about you catch these?
You want a fist
And
fight,
then-
man, with only fists?
Then
You know,
are we gonna
Grail's
roll for
not
are we gonna roll
clever.
for
He's going
combat,
to be
or are we
just
going
big.
to? Are we gonna roll for combat, or is this going to be a nice sort of montage of me beating the shit out of him?
We'll
I am
do.
fine either way.
We will do a. Where is my character for? We're going to do a what is it called? A roll off, basically. See how long he can survive just getting the shit kicked out of him, whether or not he can do any damage to you. Once I can find him, where the fuck did he? Oh wait, is it no?
Give an
Oh my God.
invisible -2 to my AC now that I have dropped my shield. Give him a fighting chance.
Where the motherfucker did he go? Go. Oh my god. I have lost him. Oh, there he is. That's what he is. Okay, so yeah, just don't roll strength v strength, basically. And just see which number is higher.
Oh, fuck you.
Alright, well, it starts off, so yeah, you drop your shit, you start walking up to it, he stands to his full height, which is about half a foot shorter than you are, and you just see his hands around his chest frame, like, it just pops out, and they all turn into fists, and you guys just start beating the ever-living shit out of each other. So currently, it seems like he is getting the upper hand. You know, he bruises your cheek, your jaw is starting to hurt. He seems to be going for some cheap shots too, going straight for like your fucking kidney and shit. You are breaking his hands. Like you normally be breaking bones, but his hands, you're like snapping them in half. You're like breaking so many pieces. And he's like, haha, gotcha. Getting handsy, huh? Yeah, come on. Beat him up, bitch.
I think this
Grail
is the first time
is-
anyone's been handsy with Grail.
Can Ortiz join in?
That's up to Grail.
Grail will allow this,
He's gonna
but not
tap
at the
out.
same time. Yeah, Grail will, like, after he's got this guy, like, on his knees, just step back and just say, tell yourself, deal with round 2.
Jump this.
We'll just
man.
step back as Orta steps in.
Fucking the dap handshake, yeah, just like you see Huss just the fucking Manson just be like, got me another round. Let's do this, you son of a bitch. Roll me your strength. Oh, he got seriously weak.
Ability check, right?
Grail broke so many of this man's hands.
Ability check.
Yeah, just do a regular strength check. The one on the left.
While this
God.
is happening, Damien's just gonna go back and stand by Mal and Callista. Is Penny right there still, or did Penny walk off?
Oh yeah, Pen, are you like outside the door still, or?
Yeah, I'm just out of line of sight. I'm just outside.
Got
Out
you.
of sight, out of mind.
So yeah. Anyway, so Damien is standing back by Callista, and Malvin just seems really proud of himself.
Yeah,
for getting that
Ortus,
paper.
you
Excellent work.
you.
Ortus walks forwards, and he's like, "I got this. Oh, I only got like half my hands, but I don't need my hands to beat the." Ortus
Kick him
just-
in the hand groin, Ortus.
Not my hand groin.
He's just got like 2 hands down there, and they're both like making little circles.
But before Ortiz beats the shit out of him, he's had this question on his mind for a while. So, mate, when people go to shake your hand, which one do they shake?
You see him look at you with confusion before you
It's
see
like a soccer
his.
line. They just go down every single one of them. Good game, good game, good game, good game.
You see the hand that
Gotta
normally
hand it to
acts as a
people.
cup around his crotch slowly crawl up his body, and he just sticks out for a handshake.
And Ortiz reaches to handshake him. He pulls him forward and fucking clocks him in the head.
Skaboosh! There is not much left of this man by the time Ortus is done. He's just bashing the shit out of him. I assume, Ortus, that you're like grabbing his hands and beating him with his own hands.
Okay.
It takes a couple minutes, but yeah, he's more like a puddle on the ground at this point. Quite literally, considering all the black goo is now flooding out of his whatever it was that was containing it. Oh yeah, Ortus, your
Does he-
hands are
is he
just
still,
covered
like-
in goo.
Is he still like alive?
No,
Like, is he
doesn't
just
look like it.
reduced? Okay.
Oh, I killed him.
It is.
That's what
There
happens.
is. It's just goo all over the ground. Like, it's just splattered everywhere, and all over Ortus's
Inappropriate
hands.
ends.
Callista's turn.
There's nothing left for
Jumping in puddles.
Oh no, wait, is he dead? My instinct.
More or less.
Yeah,
I
he's a
mean,
puddle.
Ortus just went fucking ham on him.
No, he went
Oh,
fucking
that's-
hands on him.
I was gonna step in and heal him instead because I
You
still
want to
wanna
heal
befriend
him?
him. I want to befriend him.
Yeah, you know what? While Ortus is beating the ever-living shit out of him, you're welcome to step up and cure wounds him if you'd like.
Do I have cure wounds?
I assume you do.
Do I have
Cleric.
What?
Does
Like,
this
I don't
cleric have one of
actually
the
have
only
many
healing
healing
spells in the
spells.
game?
I wonder if he would
have
be.
healing
Sorry.
word.
Oh, you don't have cure. Oh my god. Okay, you can healing word him if you like.
I do wonder if
I guess.
he would have the ability to reform himself in the goop.
It's a good question.
Should we? I mean, we did. Rid,
Once
destroyed
we're
the rest
done
of the
here,
goop.
I will cleanse the goop, as it were.
Yeah, Callista does like a cheeky cough to cover up her like muttering a healing word, and she like wiggles her fingers onto her other arm while she covers her mouth for the fake cough. Healing word. Wiggles her fingers at Monster.
As Ortuz is getting the ever-living shit just beaten out of him, you see for a second he goes, I'm alive! And he looks up for Ortuz. Round 3, you son of a bitch!
Oh my god.
He doesn't give up.
Right, mate, let's fucking do this.
Oh,
Just
I don't know
wanted
what
to
the fuck is keeping me alive, but I'll take it!
Nobody questioned how a healing word was just used on a verified construct.
Take these hands! And he like attempts to slap you, but just is like a sensual sensation along your cheek as you just start beating the ever-living shit out of him again. It's like, I'm alive! Ow, 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 fuck, ow, fuck, ow, fuck.
Damien's actually gonna step out of the room as well because he's like, okay, this is just violence now.
Can I?
I'm done.
You're welcome to
I
keep
have
doing it,
healing
Callista,
hands?
if you want to.
I have healing hands. Can I heal him as I beat the shit out of him? Just so he feels it more.
What is this torture? What is this torture?
You healing hands him. He goes, oh, the hands! I can hear the beating of the hands' hearts in the sky. The heavens of... Oh my god, that's a fist.
Are you done?
That was almost a natural one. How hard are you beating him again, Ortus?
Oh, am I rolling?
Yeah. You healed him. He's still attempting to beat you. He's not succeeding.
Oh.
It's much lesser this time, but yeah, you're just whacking. Like, it's just whack-a-mole at this point.
Otis, sweetheart, I think you've done enough.
All right, mate. All right.
With the
That's out of my system.
the massively broken pieces on the ground at this point, there is goo all over the room now. Ortus has made sure that goo is splashed everywhere from just the
Looks like
sheer
a Bendy and the
impact.
Ink Machine set piece, bro.
Just goo flying in every goddamn direction. Yeah, he's dead. He's hardcore dead. He's very dead. Unless you guys wish to keep him alive, in which case.
I mean,
Nah.
I still have questions, so I will heal him.
yeah.
Oh, he's
I'll like after Ortus steps away, I will heal him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Enough
God.
Dude,
Poor
he's-
guy.
out of
he's-
the. It's just like Ortus, Grail, if you would please leave, so I may question the individual before I finally put him out of his misery.
All right, mate. All right, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I understand the frustration.
I have no interest in further violence, but I will sit back here and observe.
All right,
Rael is
Mansa.
just like, he simultaneously does not trust like Mansa being left alone. Not that he doesn't trust Mal, more just like doesn't trust what Mansa might do.
Yeah, that's
also
fair.
would like to supervise.
Fair.
All right, Mansa. I'd say chin up, but I don't think you have one anymore.
The hands, they
Yes.
call to me.
Yes, your hands, whatever. So a couple of questions, if you please, and do answer them truthfully. Save us all a bit of time. I can call Ortus in again if you don't.
I can go for another round or 3.
No, you can't. don't make this harder than it needs to be. So, you mentioned the goo comes from a god? Was that what you were saying?
It technically comes from the byproduct of the gods fucking off. It technically comes from a god.
Okay, yes, great. But where did you get it?
Oh, it's just all over the place. This shit was here since God knows how long I've been here.
Right. So, that's great. Second question. Why were you and Moraine working together?
Yeah, I was trying to perfect shit, and yeah, it worked in his favor because I got to clean up the shit people he didn't want found, and yeah, it's just worked out.
So, you were disposing of people who were irritants to Lord Moraine.
Yeah, fucking bandits or shitty adventurers. One person stole someone's panties. I hate that guy.
Weirdly, progressive of you, I suppose.
I got hands. I ain't got no whatever it is you people call things.
Okay, so that is my next question, and probably my final question. Why are you made of hands?
Why the fuck are
Oh
you
my
an
God,
elf?
Whoever said I was an elf?
Why the fuck are you whatever the fuck you are? I don't know.
An excellent question. No, but were you born hands?
I was created into hand. It depends on your definition of born.
So who created you then?
Oh, fuck if I know.
How long ago was it?
Hundreds of years ago. It's been a long time.
Right. Well, I must say you've led quite the illustrious life, it seems.
Being down in the sewers? So nice.
Oh, sorry, that was a pun. And I will use Radiance of the Dawn to kill him and purify the room of all the goo.
Hold on.
Man.
Is this something that you target people?
Yeah.
Exclude target?
Yes. Yeah, it is. It explicitly calls out hostile creatures.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
It does not hit Damien.
Just fucking
Thank you.
erases Damien from
Killing
time.
the man I'm trying to befriend. Well, the creature I'm trying to befriend.
Callista's just watching him be burned to death, and she's like, no.
Callista, I'm sorry, but he wasn't a friend.
Or Tus is gonna walk up to Callista.
He could have been a friend. I
And-
just hear like the amazing digital circus music go. The da-na-na-na-na.
What are you gonna say, Ortus?
Or Tus is gonna walk up to Callista and just lightly tap her on the back. There, mate. It'll be all right.
Your hands are covered in his broken fingers or entrails.
Probably both.
Do you want to keep a part of him? I got a finger here.
Do you want to keep a part of
Oh
him?
my goodness.
I know your beloved friend just died, but would you like his finger?
Beloved friend is a bit much. We knew this guy for like 20 minutes.
Callista made friends
Also,
with a pink glowing
Callista-
rat and
Callista
two.
needed.
Wait, are the rats alive still?
Pink glowing rat behind her. It's just there.
Okay, Damien picks up pink glowing rat and hands it out to Callista. Says, "See, we've got friends here. You've got friends with all of us."
Yeah, do those things keep going now that their creator is dead? How
Yeah.
does this work?
Well, I don't think they're dead, technically. Like, they are living creatures, so...
This rat is definitely alive. Mutated, but alive.
I suppose everything else was a construct, so
Yeah.
not quite necromancy, despite his name.
He wasn't a necromancer the entire time. Alright, with the room, like, cleared of mystery goo, I want to look around.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Anything in particular you're looking for, or just a general look?
Bits and bobs and, like, any hidden compartments or what have you.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh yes, can we loot? That would be useful.
Neat.
Okay,
21.
dirty
Jesus.
21.
I'd be shocked if it wasn't. As you're looking around, there is some money just kind of laying around. It seems like he didn't have much use for it, but he seemed to have been the kind of person who just randomly hoarded shit. So there's like equivalent of like 2 platinum just strewn around in either actual money or gems or whatever. Yeah, equals up to about 2 platinum.
Can I search around for anything that I might find particularly useful as an artificer and a potion master?
Sure.
For,
Roll
like,
me
stuff
a
that I can
perception
take.
check as well.
Okay. Because now that I've got this briefcase of holding, I'm going to fill it.
Briefcase of holding.
I can just take everything.
Jesus.
What did I get? 17.
17.
That's not
I will also say, Mel, you find... Oh, I'm trying to think of something cool for you to find. I'm not used to giving spellcasters shit. Hold on just one moment. Let me look at your kit.
Hello.
You already
A
have
ring
that.
of +1 AC.
I already gave someone. I will say you find... we're gonna go whether or not you can use it is debatable, but I'll say you find what appears to be, one of those arm bracers and stuff made seemingly of metal, or say seemingly of leather. From what you can tell, it has a faint magical aura. What that is, you're not quite sure.
I can identify it later for us.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just add to my inventory. I'll put in my journal.
Okay.
Mystery braces.
Cool. Damien, from what you can see as an artificer, most of this room was clearly dedicated to the idea of researching how to blend things together, basically. So the concept of essentially improvised necromancy, but with construction instead.
Got you.
So not quite letting things die, but not quite letting things live. There are like a few potions.
Potions, ingredients.
Yeah, some ingredients and stuff like that.
Anything that I think I could use for good instead of for bad.
Yeah, and you do find another journal as well.
Ooh, okay, I will take the journal.
Effectively, what's inside the journal is just basically his listings for what he's been doing and how he's been doing it. No, none of his narration in there or anything like that. It's just solid note taking.
Thank you. Okay, so
Does he write with an accent?
You know, I don't know how to answer that. It might be accented,
Does each one start with Dear Diary?
It does not. There are different, but like there's one that shows like how he made the all the different rats, which is like through series of mutations using various different types of magic and potions in order to twist and transform them at a weird level.
I wonder if I could use this to make Pony healthier, like to reverse.
To mutate Pony further to make Pony stronger.
Let me give you normal rat tootsies.
I want to make him happy and healthy, but he's still gonna glow pink, obviously.
Make Pony the rat pony-sized, so it can be used as a mount, and then we can ride Pony into battle.
That sounds like the most horrifying thing I have ever heard of.
Shut up! It's beautiful.
Pull a carriage.
Oh god. I'm just thinking of a horse-sized rat, and it's terrifying.
What if we just make Callista really small? Guys, I already have the spell for this. Duh.
Do not shrinkify me. Do not shrinkify the Dinathi.
No, I'm gonna grow the rat.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Aside from that, though, there doesn't seem to be much in this laboratory, just, ingredients and other stuff like that.
Okay.
It's monster just a
Can we say for the purposes of
a puddle of broken fingers, hands, and goop now?
No, Mel basically disintegrated most of it. So there's like pieces of ash and there's like random fingers and stuff laid across, but there's no goop or anything like that.
For purposes of me being able to make potions and stuff during my long rests, how much ingredients would you say I have collected from here?
From here, I would probably say 2 potions worth.
Okay, cool.
All right, if we're all done, could everyone? We should probably leave. I'm going to set fire to this place.
Good idea. We should probably regroup before we go collect our payment from the lovely gentleman who sent us here, and then probably prove his guilt.
I set fire to the rain.
Watch it burn. All right. We will regroup, I guess, and then depart the sewers because they stink, and everyone here hates it.
There's a
Because
pretty
they're
nasty sewers, yeah.
Wait, is it a good idea lighting the sewers on fire?
It's contained. It's fine. It's probably fine.
But wouldn't that cause like a methane explosion under the city?
Just the whole
No.
fucking city explodes.
Hold on.
Only
sure that's how that
if there's a
works.
large enough quantity of methane, which if there was, it would end very badly right now.
It would have already exploded. I can
Oh, yeah.
guarantee if there was a large enough quantity of methane to explode, it would have exploded a while ago.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
So
say.
what we're-
It seems
so
like
we're
a very,
interpreting from that?
very easy target for terrorists if the
was
entire
gonna
city could be
say-
blown up by a small fire spell in the sewers.
There must be some infrastructure within
A
Hope's
vent.
Haven that accounts for fireball stuff in the sewers.
Hey, Dad, what
City
are we doing
architect
today? We're
thinking,
fireballing the
How do I
sewers.
avoid fireball?
Alright, so yeah, you guys walk out of the room, effectively closing off and burning the shit out of it. And you guys are all together again. Penelope standing just outside, probably to the left of the doors and stuff, waiting for the rest of y'all.
And we
We're
leave
going, right?
the sewers forever.
The end.
Fair enough. All right. You guys head all out of the sewers. It's stinky, it's gross, but you guys are finally back in the wonderful town of Harmonious Haven. Boop. Mouse here. But you guys slowly make your way out of it, climbing out of it, pulling out the sewer grate or whatever it is, putting it back. You all stink, but you're alive.
Well, like we said for Mansa.
Fair.
Should we
Why do you keep rubbing that in?
I'm sorry.
He was the only one that matched my vibe.
What about the rat?
The rat cannot speak!
Yet.
You can learn. I'm pretty sure you can learn speak with animals.
Can I?
I actually
I don't know.
know.
Let me check this. Maybe not. Maybe not. But that's fine.
You're lying to me. You're baiting me and you're lying to me.
No, hold on.
I could have had a strange handman friend. And I could have gone, Mr. Handman. And we could have had shenanigans.
Damien will put his hand on Callista's shoulder and say, "Don't worry, I will find a way for you to be able to speak with Pony."
They goopified my potential friend.
It's a little hurtful that you have at least 4 friends here and you're ignoring them over Handman who tried to kill us multiple times.
I already consider you guys friends.
That's what I'm saying.
I said potential friend.
Yeah, but you have friends.
But I crave more.
He would have killed you.
He didn't hurt me.
I think he was mostly focused on like Damien and Penny for some reason. It was very weird. No, he
I think it was
tried to
very
hurt you
enough.
though. He tried to get
He did.
Death to hurt you for some
he-
reason.
But he failed really kind of badly, and
I think that was more on- the Reaper's side of things rather than Handman.
The whole
You would not have
pathetic
been the
thing was
first-
kind of funny, though. It would have been really funny.
You would not have been the first person who wants to kill her, that she counts among her friends.
Well, that's a little harsh. I'm gonna hold on. Can I? Does prestidigitation?
You're
do
not
sense?
invited to my
Yes.
birthday party, Grail.
Okay, I'm gonna
Unless it is as
quickly-
the clown.
We all smell nice now.
Truly, I am hurt.
I've
Thank
removed the sewer
you.
smell.
Thank you, Damien.
No!
Wait, who said no?
Ortus.
Ortus.
Artus.
He's a stink boy.
You're just cleaning
Well, since
people,
it's
and Ortus is like, I have earned these black marks.
Well, it's not. I said
Smells
the
bad
smell.
for a living.
How about this? The prestidigitation is I've made it a smell that they want to smell, so he can
Fair
still
enough,
smell
fair enough.
stinky if he wants to.
He doesn't want to smell stinky. He just doesn't like being cleaned.
Well, no, it's not clean. You just smell good. You just don't smell like
Oh,
sewers.
okay. Make
This
him
is the
smell
sensory
like
effect.
make him smell like tobacco.
Oh, God.
Okay, yeah, sure. You can smell like
All right.
tobacco if you.
Mel will check over everyone and make sure they're uninjured and okay and not like diseased or whatever.
I think everyone's fine. Damien was the most
what-
hurt, but now Penny is semi-hurt.
Not Penny's fine. I'm fine.
Okay,
sure?
I'm going to insight that shit because I don't believe you.
Oh,
Insight versus deception.
what? Deception?
Mhm.
Where is it?
20,
Normal.
22. Hey!
Oh,
She seems fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
suspicious. All right.
Well, since we're walking, I suggest that we go back to the tavern and recuperate a little bit before we go confront.
That does sound like a good plan.
Wait.
And while we're going, would you like me to identify what that bracelet?
Oh,
that you
the
found was?
mystery thing. Yes, of course, if you would please.
All right, I cast identify as we're traveling back.
Nice.
Sorry, can I just add a
Uh-huh.
little thing I was gonna say, but my Wi-Fi cut out.
Oh,
No
yes, of
worries.
course.
We get to choose how we smell, right?
Yes.
Apple crumble. Callista's
Oh.
smelling like apple crumble.
That honestly sounds really nice right now.
Yeah. No, I want apple.
Does anyone else
crumble.
really want apple crumble?
Me.
I could go for some.
Do not eat the genasi.
No.
Look, sometimes you just got numb, okay? It's not my fault you smell yummy. As to what the
It's someone
bracer
else's
actually
fault that I smell
does, I will get to. I will send a thingamabob later when I figure out what the fuck is. I do have a list of magic items on my computer, but I can't find it right now, so.
Swap them.
Well, I just wanted to use that spell slot before
Yeah.
we got a rest in.
So you guys just walking back? Ain't
Making our way
conversations
downtown.
happening?
I'll walk by Artus and I'll be like, so do you still have that rock from the cell? I know,
think
really
so.
random. Huh. Okay. I was just wondering,
Okay.
why do you have it still? I mean, you
Oh,
can
no, I
keep it.
Kind of put it in my back pocket and forgot about it.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it sharp? Weren't you sharpening it? Wouldn't it be poking your ass?
Are you
too
telling
big
me
to
you
feel it.
think his ass isn't fucking hard enough that the rock can't pierce it?
I'm just wondering if Ortus has an asshole piercing.
This man
Oh,
does squats every day of his life. He's got buns of steel.
What the fuck is happening?
That doesn't
No,
I
no.
sound
just asked
very
about a
palatable.
rock.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. And
I
it's
hate
just
that.
Alright,
Ortus's
moving
buns.
right along.
Right
And
along.
he's just walking away now.
You guys get to approaching.
Do you want the rock? Oh, okay.
Ah, you're fine. Yeah, keep going.
Penny,
Do you
Penny
want the
walked
rock?
away. No,
Ah,
no,
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good. But I was just wondering where it went. That's all.
Wait, you kept a rock from the cell?
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe he does scrapbooking. The rock is for the scrapbook.
Because I just kind of put it in my back pocket and forgot about it.
Just keep it for later. Maybe it'll come in handy.
All
I
right.
can't argue with that, I guess.
Huh.
Sometimes, you can toss a rock and distract someone. Right?
Or in Ortis's case, toss a rock and take their head off with it.
Yeah, I was going to say toss a rock and kill someone with it.
Yeah.
Toss a rock to your friend. Good lord. Okay. Yeah, as you guys
Okay,
are
so
talking,
we're going back
you
to the
approach-
tavern place.
You guys get to the tavern. It same as it always is. It's very nice, very cozy. Still no one in the tavern. Weirdly enough.
Is this normal? Or does this normally happen?
Where's Soft Hands gone?
Well, maybe
Yeah.
it's just a holiday we forgot about.
It is
A holiday?
Rockfist there?
No.
DM, is Rockfist there, or is it just completely empty?
Rockfist is there, although you guys don't hear, what the fuck was her name?
50 Cent.
Yeah.
Almost got me there. Fucking gold something.
50 gold.
50 gold,
Gold
thank you.
She's gold cent. She's
Yeah.
gold cent.
Gold scent, thank you. Yeah, you guys don't hear
She
gold
was
scent in
50
the kitchen. You guys just see Hardfist just standing there, cleaning a glass, staring at the bar table essentially. Seems to be deep in thought at the moment.
You doing all right, Gold Pal?
Hmm?
Are you doing all right?
Hmm. Ah,
Pensive.
y'all back. I'm doing okay. Business just been slow.
Sorry
Yes,
to
we're
hear that.
noticing.
Yeah. This ain't the most popular tavern. Another one popped up just to the north. So yeah, we're just getting run out of business, so to speak.
I see.
Well, we appreciate your hospitality.
Mm.
We should pay for another couple nights, shall we?
Yeah, one's keeping me in
Allow me.
business at this point.
And I will use some of the 2 platinum that we acquired
Cool. How much?
to pay for the however much, like 3 nights is for all 6 of us.
Probably like 6 silver, I would say.
Okay. Inventory. So it's 20 gold effectively, which goes to 6 silver. So 20. Actually, I've got 6 silver laying around. Cool.
Ooh, fancy.
It kind of like
Money.
Paid on.
sweeps it into a small bag. And he's like, I think I can get you folks on the order. Food, drink. Gold Sand not here right now. She's taking care of some family business. But I got hands that can cook. Not a good meal, but a fine meal.
Damien kind of
You
winces
have
on some sword hands.
Fucking Callista just crying in the background.
I knew someone who used to have many hands.
Don't worry about her. She's a little emotionally distraught at the moment.
About hands?
Yeah, it's a long story. Let's not get into it.
Huh.
Can Penny just go upstairs?
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic.
Sus.
I'm gonna-
Something's wrong.
I'm gonna insight that. Can I insight that?
100%, yeah.
Why are you just inciting me?
Or should that be like, I don't know,
Because
just acting
the
weird.
first thing Penny's done for the past 2 days when we come back is start cooking food, and all of a sudden she vanishes upstairs.
She's like being an edgy teenager right now.
Oh my god.
Okay, I don't insight shit.
She's the edgy teenager.
Oh my god.
I guess she's
you-
tired.
I don't think
like
Penny
it's
can
in
fail
there.
that deception check,
Fuck.
actually.
I don't think I can.
Yeah,
No, I
she,
can't.
She 100%. Yeah, there's no way on earth that you could insight that. You notice her walking up the stairs, but like, she seems fine.
Yeah, okay, so Damien's just, I guess, doesn't catch that. But he's like, yeah, just whatever you feel like making food-wise. I know. Let's, what was that drink that you liked, Ortis?
What do you got fucking smacked on?
I do not remember. I think
Something nice for Ortis then, but
That checks
drinks
out.
for, I don't know. It's been a long day.
He reaches under the bar and pulls out what looks to be a nice bottle of some kind of drink, and he goes, "This one will guarantee to kick him on his ass."
Cool.
And Callista have a cup.
Thank you. Damien will uncork it,
It's a little expensive.
immediately
Just
take a swig.
if we're rolling a
We pay
Constitution
for
save. Do you drink a lot?
Just a mouthful.
No,
And-
like
and no,
like
Damien does not drink.
regularly.
No,
Does your
Damien does not
character drink? No, he does not drink. Rolling Constitution save with disadvantage.
Okay.
God damn. Eliminating the
okay.
natural 20. You are not super affected by it. It hits pretty damn hard. You can tell this is a hard liquor. But it doesn't affect you significantly. And you notice like you're still standing, so Hardfist like looks at you and goes, as he has now finished the sentence of it's super, it's quite expensive. He goes, huh. Experienced drinkers.
Damien clears his throat and like coughs and hands the bottle towards he because Callista asked for, did she ask for a bottle, some of it out loud?
She's just doing the cup hands.
Callista's making grabby hands at it.
He hesitates, looks between Ortus and Callista, then Ortus to Callista, and he like seems to be like, should I?
Callista will.
Oh no.
oh no.
Callista will do something.
we are in suspense now. The ultimate cliffhanger. What will she do? Will she bite? Will she attack? Will she snack?
I think she's just gonna grab it from him.
Probably. Well, while her internet is dead, Ortus, I guess.
Mate, what was that stuff you gave me last time?
Oh yeah,
It was mead, wasn't it?
It's a type of mead, yes. We call it Dragonfire. It's the sister bottle to that one. It's guaranteed to knock you on your ass unless you're a heavy drinker, a dwarf, or stupid.
Can I have some of that again?
Oh yeah, for
That's
sure.
what this is. He hands him the bottles, Betty.
Callista. Callista?
Oh, what's that?
Yes,
They are.
my Wi-Fi.
You were saying you will
So
do
I
something?
State my case. I was gonna say Callista will do puppy dog eyes.
Aww.
Oh.
And then
Damien
my
will get a
Wi-Fi
glass for her then.
assassinated me.
Damien will pour a glass for her, like a half of a glass for her, before handing it to Ortus.
Callista's chugging it.
Do you drink regularly, Callista?
No,
All right, roll me Constitution save with disadvantage.
Callista's taking some damage. And I don't care. It's funny.
At some point, you guys are gonna make it so you do this at normal. God.
Oh no!
You are hit by this pretty much immediately. You go from stone cold sober to giggly as Tipsy went out the window. You're damn near drunk.
If everybody else is doing it, Rail would also like a drink.
Celebration
Trying to
drink.
fit in.
Peer pressure.
Imagine Ortus, you like look at Grail, like look at you, and you just hand him the bottle or some shit.
Come on, mate, have a drink.
Grail will sigh and then take a swig.
Do you drink regularly, Greg?
I'd say somewhat often.
Okay, good.
used to
Well,
drinking
that's
with
normal
comrades.
then.
After battles.
Cheers, mate.
I have an idea.
God.
Oh no, that was nearly a 17.
You haven't drunk for a little while now, and nothing like super strong. You normally get like an ale or something like that, just a celebration kind of drink. And when most people hand you a drink like this, especially after a big fight or whatever, revolutionary style stuff, it's usually an ale or something small. It's like a social beverage of sorts. This is like getting just handed vodka when you're expecting like peach snaps. So,
Am
Well,
I
if everyone else is drinking,
rolling as well?
yeah, you roll 2 or 2s.
Okay.
Can
You're an
I,
experienced drinker, so yeah.
Yes, I am.
This is going to be such a normal roll from Mel. I can feel it. So normal.
yeah, that's Constitution saving throw, right? Because I'm just going to buy a
Yeah.
bottle myself.
Oh my god.
Wait, that wasn't meant to be
cool.
dexterity.
Yeah, it's
Shit.
you have a Constitution save, so you have +5 to it, not +2.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
fine. Actually, you know what? Because it's
Could
funny, and this is the
I,
last use I have today. I'm going to use this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could cast a spell too.
Ooh, interesting.
Don't worry about
Oh.
what that's. Don't worry about it. It's
Oof.
fine.
Could Callista cast
there we go,
Tasha's
14.
hideous laughter on Greel?
You want to cast hideous laughter on Grail?
I imagine like a mostly drunk Callista being like, "Lighten up, big guy," and then try to smack him with that spell to make him laugh.
What is the wisdom save?
Ooh.
Yep.
All
Sure
right.
do be.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Grail, do a wisdom save, I guess.
One moment, because I have just leveled up and I got something.
Ooh.
Do
I
wisdom
got
save
my
or
aura of
giggle.
protection.
Oh, of course.
And a bonus equal to my charisma saving throw.
Wait, doesn't
yeah.
that apply to everybody?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Everyone with, I think, 10 feet of them.
Friendly creature, I should say.
Oh my goodness!
Callista
You
does not
almost take
gain
that
these.
away.
Callista's a
Callista
very
does not gain
friendly
these.
creature.
Callista
Callista
while
does not gain
drinking
these
is not a
bonuses
friendly creature.
at the moment.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. This does not currently gain these bonuses.
Oh man!
Fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, what's your charisma save?
Rolling that now, so it'll be whatever I roll here.
Oh, wait,
Plus,
is it charisma or is it wisdom?
It's wisdom.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Yeah,
wisdom, sorry.
yeah, wisdom. And then your charisma bonus is +3.
Yep.
God damn.
Oh man!
Oh!
You refuse to be
Lame.
happy.
In retaliation, Grail, who is now also somewhat drunk, grovel. It is going to be a
Say?
command grovel.
Oh,
Oh my god!
I will want a wisdom save.
Oh, I love you people.
No, she is not benefiting from these effects. She's not getting my aura of protection.
Yeah, so let's do a wisdom saving throw real quick. Assuming your internet hasn't died
Oh my
again.
god.
I mean, she's a paladin or a cleric, right?
Cleric.
So
Yeah.
She does have a
has-
high whiz save,
She
yes.
does.
This
Yes.
is unlikely to succeed, but
Don't worry, one day her internet will come back.
be extremely funny. If
One
it
day
does.
she's gonna fail one of these Grail casting commands on her too.
Hey, the other campaign, the
Matter
cleric
of
failed a
time.
wisdom save 4 times. So
That's just depressing.
it's, she got
My
restrained and
Wi-Fi
then
cut out, so I
paralyzed. Yeah, so
Oh, welcome back. You're rolling a wisdom save to avoid having to grovel before Grail.
I wanted to see your character smile. What the hell?
Grail
I'm
just knows you tried casting a
target.
spell on him. He's not familiar with your magics. All he knows is that he just avoided by the skin of his teeth. Okay, not even by the skin of his teeth. He easily avoided, but still avoided whatever you were
Wisdom save
trying to
throw
do.
was.
Yep, wisdom saving throw. $15. What's your
Beats
DC?
it, beats it, right?
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
Beats it.
And I believe that is by
one
the exact
more.
number a pass.
One above actually.
Oh, is it? I have a DC 14. I thought it was 15. All right, that's okay.
So you do manage
Stayed
to
on that
succeed it.
If it's
Oh
on
my
that
god,
six.
children, behave yourselves.
I don't know. I've got one more spell in me.
Oh god.
Oh my.
Oh well, I've got 2. You want to do this?
Well, I have 7, so maybe think about what you're doing.
This fucking Dave. I think David, Ortuz, Grail, and Callisto are all now like. Oh, actually no, Damien, you're fairly okay. You're slightly tipsy. The rest of you are drunk. And Mel is okay,
Callisto,
obviously.
Ortus is
She's gonna use
grab
this
Grail by the shoulder
Uh-huh.
and come dance with me, mate.
I respectfully decline.
Can I like coerce him?
Yeah, we'll be.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna give.
If Grail wants
Ortiz my
to,
bardic inspiration
I'll
on
have
that one.
Ortuz roll a persuasion check.
I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, I was
Don't
gonna
care.
say
I
might
would-
be a bit stumbly, so she's just gonna levitate and like drag herself up the banister instead.
I would say
Giving
Grail,
Ortiz
even
bardic
while drunk,
inspiration.
probably could not be convinced to dance. It's still too much of a stick in the mud for such
Fair
joyful
enough. So
actions.
Ortuz just desperately tried to get Grail to budge, and Grail's just like, eh.
Persuasion check.
Just swishing and chugging the drinks and shit. Yeah, you guys do see, before y'all disappear and stuff, Heartfist does crack a single slight smile on one side of his face.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Entertained him.
All right. Is it long time rest?
Yes, you guys will be doing a
Yeah.
long rest.
Long rest.
But
Yeah.
while this is all
So
going
many things
on,
to
while
do.
this is all happening, Penelope, you went up the stairs long before anyone else did. What were you doing?
How long is long?
Like probably 15 minutes, maybe 20.
So not. Nah. See, I was debating this whole time what exactly she was doing, and I think we're
Crime.
just Penny crime. I don't think so.
No way.
She would never.
She goes back to the original room, so she's with Mel again. If
Mhm.
Mel goes to the same room,
Of course.
yeah,
Mhm.
doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. After 15, 20-ish minutes or so, Mel, I think you were the first one to go up the stairs, followed very quickly by
Yes, sir.
Callisto. So, you would head back probably to your room, I would imagine. You just see Penny, either on the bed or staring at the window, whatever
Laying
Penny's
down,
doing.
essentially.
Hmm?
She's not asleep yet, but she was trying to be.
You alright, Miss Penny?
What? Yeah, no, I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, I see.
Like,
I won't
it's just,
disturb
you
you
know.
then.
Sleep isn't really working.
Do you need me to sing you a lullaby or some such?
No, not right now. I think I'm gonna try harder, you know?
Alright.
I love Penny.
You know, if you need to talk to me or something, I am happy to listen.
It's just really quiet. She doesn't really say anything.
Nice.
Just dead silence goes through the room.
Mm-hmm.
Mal will start taking her long rest then.
Cool. Callista, you've gone up the banister while Floaty McFloaterson. Where are you heading? Unless she's dead again.
I think she might be dead again.
She floated all the way up and into a
Girls
random
slumber
To the
room.
moon. Damien, you'd be the next one. What are you doing? Are you still downstairs? You going up? What are you doing?
Damien will eventually go up
Okay.
after a few more minutes, and he's gonna start doing his long rest,
Cool.
which entails quite a lot because for artificers, that's when you do all your shit.
Oh wait,
Our
are
fisters are
Damien
complicated.
and
Oh, there you are,
Callista
Callista.
still sharing a room?
I believe so.
Well,
Yes.
last time she shared with Mel,
So I assume we're back in the same room now.
Yes.
if you choose.
If so, then you're met with quite the sight.
Oh.
So Callisto went to Damien's room instead of Mel's room.
Yes. Yeah, last time Penelope went into Mel and they switched rooms essentially. So Callista floats over to your room, doing something, and you open up your door and you see Callista doing something. What are you doing?
Callista is like, she's like half under the bed and she's just like, while she's carving a piece of wood.
Oh no.
She's doing what? Well, she's
She's carving a bit of wood.
Oh, hello there. What you've got there?
Wood.
Are you? Do you wanna talk?
My spell didn't work on you. I casted and you screamed.
Oh, you. He comes and he's gonna sit on the ground next to her. You didn't know. And honestly, it wasn't. It was
drunk.
It was mostly a surprise more than anything. Look at me, I'm fine now. You wanted to help, and that's what was really important.
I'd done that at a worse time. Oh, it could have been bad.
But it wasn't.
But it still kind of sucked.
Well, if it means anything, I forgive you. And I'm not upset. And now we know. Better that it happened now when it didn't turn out to be really bad than later down the line when it could have turned. Is Callista dead again?
Is she? No. Just
Okay.
trying to think of what to say.
I'm gonna in the slight pause, he opens his case of holding again, and he's gonna pull out one of the vials of the black goo.
Oh, the goop.
And he's gonna offer it to Callista. This is if you wanted I guess some sort of a sentimental token to remember Mancer by. This is what remains of him. Probably keep the vial shut.
Wouldn't it be funny if just before I slept, she just in vain tried to cast Revivify, knowing it wouldn't do nothing? Ouchie boo-boos, yeah. Waste a spell slot before bed, why not? Callista gets the jar and she instantly, like,
There's nothing that could go wrong here.
lights up a little and tries to revivify the goo jar.
Are you doing this in front of Damien or?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
As you do so, you see that the liquid in the jar violently recoils. And from where you're touching on the jar, the entire liquid splatters backwards, like crawling up the sides of the jar, trying desperately to avoid the spot that you touched.
Even the goo jar doesn't want my magic.
Oh.
Fucking traumatizing this poor girl.
Callista's very sad.
I mean, the spell does say that the creature had to have died within the last minute.
Yeah,
and it's
I
been a
know.
long
That's
time,
that's
so I
that's
don't-
why I'm like, it's definitely not gonna work. But we're
Mhm.
angsting it up here.
Oh. Damien's gonna hug her if that
Oh.
helps.
Callista like semi like
Oh.
Uh-oh. I think it died this time.
Oh no.
Just dead.
Oh,
Well, yep. She is hugging, I guess.
we'll find out.
No. Don't worry. I'll pull out the shotgun. Give it to Ortus. Ortus, you can find her router and shoot it. We're counting on you, soldier. Gotta replace it with the good old hands. So, how's the weather?
Hold
pretty
on.
good. Actually, no, it's raining, I think.
That's like the
About
best
my-
weather.
Alright, I'm gonna give. Did I say it was Ortus gets the armor buff?
sorry.
Or-
It was Grail. And it was the
Okay.
shield buff. Callista, you're back. Maybe?
I am back.
You back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You were saying you were hugging.
Mid angst. Yeah. I said Callista like sort of like goes wee or like crawls out from under the bed, specifically like a caterpillar, to like wriggle closer.
Yeah, he hugs her.
Oh,
He tries to comfort her.
that's so sweet. All right.
So yes, in my long rest, I've given Grail a +1 to his armor, or was it his shield?
His
We
shield.
discussed
Shield.
it.
And then Grail and Ortus. Well, you guys are downstairs, and Ortus is desperately trying to convince Grail to dance. What conversations are you two having?
Well, I mean, Grail is rebuffing all attempts to get him to dance.
Fair.
Come on, mate. Don't be such a fucking stick in the mud.
I will dance upon the grave of Greg once my job is done. Well, then
Fair
I have
enough,
no time
but-
for luxuries.
You never know if today's going to be your last day, so you should just enjoy it, mate. Come on.
I cannot bring myself to celebrate when my job is not done. I'm here for a reason. I'm not here to enjoy myself, have fun, or cherish this life as some people do. For others to be able to cherish theirs. Well, then I must be the martyr that helps them achieve that goal. I must be the one fighting against this injustice. I do not deserve to be resting or dancing, having merriments, and that job is still yet to be completed.
But right now, you're doing nothing. So why not have fun?
Because I do not
Just wants
deserve
to
it.
have fun. Oh, Grail don't wanna have-
All right, mate. You do you, I guess.
Grail sort of like looks down at the empty cup. He's looking sullen and upset, but continues to just rebuff the attempts.
Hardfist looks at you and he just goes, "You need another drink."
Perhaps that is one luxury I can indulge.
He grabs out the bottle
Oh.
and pours it for you.
I'll have another one too, please, mate.
He pulls out a whole clean new bottle and hands it to you. I assume that both of you will be going through these bottles, so here you go.
All right, crowd. Cheers to the revolution or whatever the fuck it is.
Yes. Cheers, Mortis.
Both of you roll me a Constitution save regular, just a simple one. Hey.
There's an improvement.
That way you swig a whole damn bottle, apparently it does number to you. After probably a few minutes of Ortus taking a ride straight to Happy Town, probably just I assume Ortus, you just keep drinking until you fall over.
More or less.
All right. So yeah, Ortus just falls out of the seat, laying down on the floor, more or less just out cold, as Hardfist just kind of looks at Grail and just keeps pouring him a drink whenever he needs it. He goes, "So, what's your story then?"
We come from a town far to the south of here. There's one that is not on the maps. It was never worth considering.
Mm.
Life was hard. Being on maps, representative of the fact that we meant nothing to this empire, nothing to the people in charge. Cared for us, never gave us the courtesy comes with being considered worth the time of those in charge. Raided by bandits, highwaymen, living in abject poverty day after day. It changed when I made the change. Never would have happened if I had not risen up and united the people to overthrow those who were inflicting tyranny upon us. It was not the work of those who were in charge supposed to be protecting their subjects. It was I. It's exactly what I intend to do here as well. Those living in poverty, those living under the thumb of the rich as they celebrate their merriments, engage in acts of abject luxury. They are the villains. They are the ones we must oppose.
Interesting.
That's what I'm
Well,
here for.
I can't say I'm much of a fighter or anything really. I got my name because my hands are tougher than most. Pretty much all I'm good for is for roughing folks up when they get too rowdy here, but so I can't say too much on merriment or difficulties that sounds like you've had, but one line of advice I can give you from at least the people that I've watched. The freer you are, the more that you have to explore and just to love and hold. Often the more vulnerable you are, but the better your life ends up being. It is good to save others, but, well, he kind of pulls out his own cup and he fills it with the drink. You can't fill somebody else's cup if you don't fill yours as well.
Words sound like that of the village elders. Were peaceful. It was more of our beliefs. Not to inflict violence upon others, not to inflict suffering on anyone. This extended even to those who raided us day in, day out. Clockwork every season. The bulk of our harvest would be taken. The same men seeing us as free labor used to rise up. It was seeing them as equals. Uttering nonsense, such as they must need it more than us if they are the ones to take. As we suffered, people died from preventable illnesses. As the elderly died due to unmaintained houses. As we barely struggled food on the plates of even our children. We were told that It is about being considerate of others. It is what defines the merit of man. It was not until we rose up and stood against them that life changed for the better. It was not until we put aside what we believed was correct to what was objectively necessary. Life improved. I am not one to engage in any of this merriment, anything to give myself pleasure.
Mm.
I indulged in it once, indulged in what was supposed to fill the cups of myself and lead to a fulfilling life. It was not until I threw it all away that things improved for myself and those around me. And even if it burns me at both ends, I will continue to fight this war. I'd rather see 1,000 others live a better life. Give myself even the shred of pleasure.
Hmm. You are an interesting person. I don't see many people willing to help others to such a degree come around very often. But if you help so many other people, are you truly helping them if they see you sacrificing yourself day in and day out?
Perhaps you are correct. Leaders should be leading more than just battles, by example.
Mm.
It's certainly something to think upon.
Well, I can only listen and give what advice I can. Now, I'm just a bartender. Ain't nothing I do besides that. But he kind of grabs his mug and he like clinks against yours before taking a just pretty much downing the entire thing. I'm always happy to listen to someone who's having some troubles, as it seems like you are conflicted, from what I can tell.
I did not deprive myself out of joy or because it is something that I genuinely believe I wish for. I do it because it is what seems right. This time spent on myself, dedicated to myself, brings me further away from my goal of helping others.
Mm.
I wish that I could put it behind me. I wish that I not sit on this path, sacrifice myself to help others, but it is what the world demands of me. I must continue to do.
He kind of nods for a second and he just goes, "You would make a good orc." You're not entirely
Well.
sure if that comes across as a compliment or not.
Hale is going to take it as a compliment. They say that if you kill a murderer, the number of murderers in the world does not decrease. That is why I take it upon myself to kill as many as possible, bear as many sins as possible, such that the number of sinners in the world does decrease. I will bear them all upon myself, if need be.
He chuckles softly. That line has always been funny to me. We had a similar line of thinking in a clan I was in, but the idea is more, if you kill one person, then everyone he was going to kill is now a life you have saved. It's always funny to me when people think that those who kill are always the bad guys. I can't say I'm the nicest folk. I run a tavern for criminals and those who have lost their ways, so I've injured more than I can say and killed more than a few. But I wouldn't say that just because I killed a man don't mean I become him.
A well-balanced take indeed. You have great wisdom.
Life lived. Not a easy one, but you learn from experience. Especially when you get as old as I am.
Perhaps as I grow too, I may gain such wisdom.
Yeah, you seem like a. Trying to think of a word that isn't strapping on. You seem like a dedicated fellow, but I would hate to see you die, so. If you can do so, save who you can, but don't break yourself doing so. My son tried doing that once. I buried him a few years ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Hmm.
Sounds like an honorable man. All is worse for his loss.
Hmm. He was a strong man, but he was stubborn, and he believed that the more he fought and the more beasts he killed, the freer the world would be, but he never took the time to rest. And all the people who he thought were friends, well, only one came to his burying. Hard to be friends with somebody who is never around you and never seems like he cares.
Harrowing thought, indeed. I think Grail is now just going to stare down at his cup. He's clearly now mulling over the words that he's heard.
He kind of fills up your cup a little bit again. He puts away the drink. It's probably around 4ish p.m. at this point. So yeah, long day for you guys, but still like middle of the afternoon and such. And he just kind of goes, "Well, I'm gonna close up. Yeah, you're welcome to stay and drink if you like. Your room's up top, and no one's gonna take it. Do you want me to handle your friend over there while you think upon your drink, or?"
Ortus is gonna try to stand up and just go, Grail.
Perhaps I can handle him this time.
Hmm.
In future, I may take you up on that offer. So,
Yeah, you have a good rest then. Sounds like you need it from the hands comment.
yes, it's been a while since I have been.
Hmm.
I think Grail is now going to leave his unfinished drink on the table and just begin carrying orders.
Just wraps an arm around her too. It's just like, all right, buddy, come on.
As you're dragging Ortus up the stairs, he's just gonna, you're a good man, Grail.
As are you, Ortus. Do we Aasimar proud?
And as he says that, he's just gonna like trip.
Beautiful.
Oh shit! Sorry, mate.
It's just two clumbering men slowly going up the stairs. One desperately trying to make sure the other one doesn't bash his skull on the ground.
You know, Grail, I used to be in an army, mate.
Until you have the physique of a soldier.
I left for 2 reasons, but I should probably not tell you those, as I'm shit-faced.
Seek in haste, repent at leisure.
What?
Ortiz is too drunk for those words.
So like, what fuck you say to me?
Let's get you to bed before you do anything you regret.
You managed to get him back to the room, I assume just shoving him onto the bed while you take the floor again. The rest of you guys, as you are getting ready for bed or laying in bed or whatever have, you just hear the clunkening of both them, just like walking, trumbling their way all the way to their room, as their room is in the back of the hall. And yeah, they just walk past all your doors, and it's just dunk, da-dunk, shunk, da-dunk, da-dunk, shunk, dunk, dunk, da-dunk, dunk. They just walk into their room.
The clunkening.
The clunkening.
I'm glad that my awful naming scheme of adding inning at the end of things has caught on, like short natures. It's so
Awful, it's
beautiful.
good.
The clunkening. All right. So you guys are welcome to take a long rest as well. Everyone's going to take a long rest. A few things are going to happen. The first one that we're going to look at, because this is arguably what will happen kind of in semi-chronological order, but it's the way order I want it to work in. All y'all are basically heading to sleep. I assume pretty much all of you just straight up sleep for a long time. You know, Damien's obviously the last one probably to sleep, trying to get everything in order before sleep happens, all that fun stuff.
Does Damien sleep in a coffin?
I'm sorry.
Oh, he sleeps on a bed.
Did you think that this place we're staying at, the inn, would just conveniently go, oh yeah, by the way, we have coffins just in case. Don't ask why. We just have coffins, just in case a vampire comes around. Actually,
We have coffins.
Maybe Damien
holy
carries
water.
an unfoldable coffin.
No, he his bed, all cozy with pillows,
Oh, I love that.
like a normal person.
All right, you all get into the bed. You start, taking some rests. On just a moment. Okay.
So the issue is Mel doesn't sleep normally. That's why she needs the chair, because it's much more comfortable than the regular chair that is here.
Yeah, this is just like a kind of shitty chair that you're resting against. It's not the most, not the most interesting chair in the minute. Oh my god, it's not the most interesting chair in the world. That's the word. Do you cast silence on yourself? Very good question.
No.
Okay.
It's because she's not sleeping with Callista, so she doesn't need to. Sleeping
fair
again.
point. All right.
Air quotes.
Sue, on just a moment. Okay, so we're gonna.
Can I have a?
Yes, we're gonna look at Penny for just a moment. Well, you were sitting in your chair. A couple hours go by, probably around 8 or 9 or so. The sun is starting to set. What would you like to do?
So the sun is setting. Penny has not been able to fall asleep still.
You mean rising?
Well, is it setting or is it rising?
8 or 9 p.m. So it's probably just set, I would say, because it's starting to get into
So we can get there now.
You guys are at the end of the Monarch season, which is end of July, basically. So yeah, it would probably be setting around 9 or 8:30 or so. So the sun is just set.
She sits up in bed and she's looking at Mel. Is Mel awake? Does it
Mel
look
is
like?
always awake, but she appears to be asleep.
Okay.
Or at least her eyes are closed, ? But she is conscious and aware of what's going on.
Okay.
Hmm?
Penny will just very quietly kind of get out of bed and walk over to her. Mel? Mel?
Yes, darling.
Oh, I didn't know if you were awake.
It's fine. What can I do for you?
So I can't really sleep, and I heard once that if you can't sleep, it's good to just get up and do something. And one of the things that I've always wondered about was like every time you cast magic, you make it smell good. So can you teach me how to do that? Because I would like to make my magic smell good too.
It's not something that can be taught, I'm afraid.
Oh.
If I could, I would. But it's not something that I am able to teach people. It is a circumstance of my birth.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm sorry, Penny.
It's okay. I was just, kind of looking for something to do. You know what? I'll go for a walk.
Would you like me to come with you?
No. You're sleeping, or I guess maybe you're not sleeping. I don't know. Like you're doing fine. Like it's fine. I'll just.
No, I'll. It is better to travel together than alone. I
I'm
would
not gonna
hate
go
to see you
that
get
far.
hurt.
Nothing's gonna happen. It's fine.
Are you
Listen, I
sure?
said that to Damien too. And look, he's fine. He's alive. I'm saying it to myself right now. Penny, everything is going to be okay. See? Everything will be fine.
If you're sure, darling, but I can come with you. It does not disrupt
I'll be back.
It does not disturb me in any way. It is of no trouble or consequence for me to come with you.
She'll think about it for a second.
Nah. I'm good. It's okay. It's fine.
Very well.
Okay, yeah. Penny goes downstairs then
Okay.
and heads out.
I'm going to follow Penny.
Yep. I thought so.
Stealthily. Real quiet like.
Fair enough. Okay. Taking a walk meme is all I could think about from Helsing Abridged. But yeah, so you head down. There's no one down there, as Hardfist had mentioned he was closing up for the night, making sure everything was good. So he's back in the back room, probably sleeping as well, probably taking an early night considering there's been no business. So you head downstairs. I assume you don't have particularly high perception. Hold on. You
No.
certainly do not.
No. Absolutely not.
And I'm fairly confident Mel has not decent stealth, but better than your perception. So Mel can follow you relatively easily. She's taking the time to be stealthy and to be quiet. You are kind of moving
Listen,
through.
you got the one who perceives and the one who does not.
This is true.
Okay, and I can tell you, Penny is not the one who perceives.
So you head out of the area, kind of walking out, closing the door, make sure not to lock it so you can get back in and such. And you start heading down your way.
I'll go back to the place where I was before.
All
Pull
right.
out another card.
So yeah, Mel, you're just seeing her like she just walks for a little bit and she takes like a hard turn and she's standing next to a little I'd say lake that's just kind of or a river I suppose that's just kind of running through, and she pulls out the card. Which card?
Oh, bananas.
The 0 of bananas, got it.
I forgot
best
which ones I
card.
had. Hold on, I'm scrolling. I will take out the Jack of Diamonds.
All right. Do you say anything or you just don't wave it around?
Hi. So I don't remember how this works exactly. I know I did it once before, but like I don't know how it works. So do I just keep talking to the card, or like what happens? Like
Yeah, you see, and
Hello?
Belle sees as well, the from the car, like the car kind of like starts spinning in place. So obviously Penny, you kind of let go of it, but it starts spinning in place and then growing larger and larger, and then out comes the dealer as she like pops off her top hat and bows to you. Ah, well, you could just ask for the dealer, but I suppose I can make an exception this time around. It is only the second time we've done it, so how can I help you, little lady?
Hi. So, so from what I talked about with Greg last time,
Mhm. I
think
remember
you're the
you were in his
person-
bathroom, yes.
yeah, that was something. You're the kind of person that I should be talking to about the contracts and stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely. I make all kinds of contracts, from soul-binding ones to ones that you wish that your grandmother could get out of. But for the most part, it's just contracts that help me in some way, help you in some way.
Okay, yeah. So I know that you make them for Greg, right?
Hmm.
And he pays you because, or maybe he doesn't pay you. You're just interested.
I
that how that
get to
works?
watch
Like, it's
those
interesting?
around me that, in theory, I control to a degree, go out on exciting adventures and push their souls to the limits. He doesn't need to pay me. Your entertainment is all I require.
Okay, great. Entertainment. I can give you entertainment. I can make this so interesting for you.
Oh?
Yes. So, first things first. I need to make sure that, it works how it's supposed to, right? So, can you take me to Greg again?
I suppose I can, but what information do you require from him?
Currently, nothing much, but like you can watch. I think you'll find this part interesting.
Ooh.
But don't put me with him. Like, let me walk. Let other people see me go up to him. You know?
She kind of like rubs her hands together, and you could see like a small smile appearing on her face as she starts rubbing the ring on her ring finger. Goes, okay. Well, he's currently inside of his house, but I suppose I can send you on your way there, and you can knock upon his door. It is starting to become nighttime, so only the night prowlers will come about, but there are a few who will see you, if that is your desire.
Yes.
All right. She snaps her fingers, and you see her just become transparent, basically. And she goes, and on we go. And she starts walking onwards. Mel, you stop seeing the dealer. As Penny just kind of turns and starts walking.
You guys, my heart is beating so fast. Okay.
Fair enough.
Having seen all this, Mel is because it's been 4 hours since we started the long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool beans. Let me double check something real quick. Yeah, awesome. So my long rest is done then. Sick. I am going to, having seen Penny do something with the dealer,
Mhm.
Mel is content she's at least mostly safe. Even if she's doing something she probably shouldn't be doing. So Mel is not heading back to the tavern. Mel is going to the Moraine residence.
Interesting. Okay, we'll touch upon that in just a second then. So Penny, you are walking. Actually, you're both walking roughly towards the same place, but obviously slightly different paths to not include upon one another. Effectively, the Meringue family and Greg's houses are on pretty much opposite sides of the inner sanctum. So you guys are quite far from each other by the time you get to the inner sanctum. But yeah, Penny, you walk pretty much up to the house. You do see a few people. Like it's really weird for people to come into the inner sanctum at nighttime. Most people stick either to the houses outside inside of Technopolis or the taverns or whatever have you, especially nighttime. Anyone in the inner sanctum is usually in bed by the time the sun goes down. So there's a few of them who are like looking out their windows or just enjoying the night, and they're just kind of watching you slowly walk up to Greg's house.
Okay. Can they see me looking like super nervous and like fiddling with my fingers and stuff, and like I'll look over at a couple of them, and quickly just look back down and keep going.
Okay. You get up to his house. It's a nice house. The outside reflects the inside. It's very bland, though, you would say.
I'll knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. You knock. It rings out kind of through his house, and after a moment, you hear, I'll be right there. Just a moment." And after a minute or two, the door opens and you see Greg standing there. He's in reasonably nice clothes. He obviously changed directly before getting here because it's a little bit rumpled and stuff. But he looks at you very tired and he goes, "Oh, Penny, I believe. What can I do for you, miss?"
Hi. I think it'd be better if we went inside.
Should I be concerned or intrigued?
Probably both.
Interesting. He opens the door and waves you in.
Okay. Above game.
Huh?
I want to take him to a place where the windows are not facing the streets or anything. Like no one's gonna see us. Is there like
Okay.
a second floor?
Yeah, he would have a second floor and several rooms, including his study that you were in, just straight up don't have windows.
Okay, let's just hit up his study then. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. He brings you to his study, same place you were in before, and he sits down in the chair and kind of leans back. It's not as nice as the Lord Meringue's chair, but it's still a pretty nice chair. He kind of looks up at you as he like slowly rocks on the chair, and he's like, what can I do for you at this hour? I assume it's something of importance if it couldn't wait until morning.
Yeah. And she'll just kind of keep walking towards him, just getting closer and closer and closer. While she's talking, she's just like, so, I was thinking again about the contract stuff that we were talking about before. And I just, I'm interested in it. I know, of course, I'm interested in it. And, I just don't take it personally. And she's gonna try and stab him in the neck.
I'm sorry.
With the intent to kill.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Just to see what happens.
I don't
See what
recall.
happens.
I'm fairly confident one of the clauses of the contract was that you could not commit harm to the person, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why she's doing it.
So you're like very close to him, like leaning over next to him. He's obviously thinking very different thoughts than you are at the moment. So the moment you like pull out your knife and like go for the neck and shit, there's a look of like legitimate and absolute confusion. But as your knife moves next to his neck, it actually slides past and you embed your knife into his very nice chair. He goes, and you're like leaning on him at this point because like you're like going for the neck and shit. He's like,
She smiles, but without her teeth. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I was just making sure that, the contract actually worked. I can't just take your word for it. And I can't just take written word for it. Listen. If I wanted to kill you, I would have let you dismiss the contract and not have signed, and then you would be dead right now.
And this is why I have that clause.
Okay, I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't in the contract.
Uh-huh.
Just Relax. It's okay.
You're on top of me, and this is very
tried to kill you, but
confusing.
relax.
What was that, Gro?
Like, I just tried to kill you, but relax.
Yeah. It's just like, you're on top of me. I'm very confused
I only
right
tried
now.
to kill you because of the contract.
Very confused right now. I don't know how I should feel about this.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, she'll step back. She'll take the knife. Just
Pulling out of his very
fine, it's
nice
okay.
chair, he goes, "Oh, my chair."
I don't know if I can fix that. Hold on. I can't. But I. You can take it out of my pay.
Did you just want to come here to stab me? Is that all? I was expecting something very different from concern and excitement. Okay, I don't.
Is this not concerning and exciting in a way? Like, come on, you kind of found me attractive before, as far as I know. And wouldn't a woman taking matters into her own hands be even more exciting and attractive?
It would be if you hadn't just tried stabbing me, but I mean,
Again, Greg, you're really stuck on this. It was only because you had it in the contract, okay? If it wasn't in the contract, I never would have done it. I needed to make sure.
okay. Do you need
It's fine.
something else?
Take a breath. It's okay. Yes. Is the answer to the question as well.
Uh-huh.
So,
What else did you need?
do you think people in, like, Harmonious Haven are, like, generally good?
He looks at you
Like,
with
in general.
genuine confusion. It clearly does not know which way you're going. He's just like,
Just answer the question.
yes?
Okay. And you're in, like, good standing with them, right?
That is my role. I am the ambassador of the whole of humankind in this city.
Okay. I need you to look for 2 people for me. Can you do that?
Huh?
Listen, I won't come in here and stab you again. If you just look for 2
that's
people for
what
me.
normal people do, is not stab the people they work for. You know?
Did you take me because I was normal?
I suppose you're right about that. Damn. You got me there. Why would I look for people for you? What incentive is there to me, aside from you now stabbing my nice chair?
I won't look to break your contract with me anymore.
I'm
just
sorry, you
wanted
were
to
looking to
see what
break
that
it?
is. I mean, it doesn't really matter either way to me, but, like, I won't actively search for it.
You were actively searching for it?
I didn't say that. I said I won't actively search for it.
Is that why you tried stabbing me?
I tried stabbing you to see if the contract actually holds itself up. Like, it actually works. I can't just take someone's word either in written form or when they say it.
You are such a strange girl. I don't know if that makes me like you more or less. Who are these
okay.
people I'm looking for?
So that's the problem and why I need your help. I'm not 100% sure, actually. But I'm pretty sure one of them is a tiefling and one is a human, and they're together, or they should be. And one of them gave me this necklace, and she holds up, the necklace that's on her neck that says Penelope. And maybe they look like me because they should be my parents.
So let me get this straight. right? You came in here, right, to excite and terrify me by stabbing or attempting to stab me, and you instead stabbed my chair. You are not planning to look to break the contract with me so that you can stab me if I help you, because you want me to help you find two people, one of which is probably human, one of which is probably a tiefling, neither of which you have any idea what they look like, and neither
They
of
kind of
which...
look like me, probably.
Probably. Do you know their age range?
Older than me. That narrows it down.
Yes, from half the population to like a quarter of each of their races.
And they're together. Or at least they should be.
What if they're divorced?
I'm pretty sure they are. That's why I think they were... I don't know. I'm trying.
That is a shockingly vague... I really expected you to be like concrete, like here's a picture, that go find him or I'll kill you kind of a deal. This is a shockingly vague
And he cuts him off.
interrogation.
Listen, I am doing my best here with what I have, and I thought you would be better at this. I thought maybe you would have something where you can track them down. Like, I told you, the necklace, they gave it to me. So how, I thought, with your resources, because I don't have them, I thought maybe you could track them from it or something.
Is your necklace magic?
Does that matter? Like, I don't think you need to have an object that's magical in order to cast magic onto the object and, like, trace it back.
He looks at you with just abject confusion. He just goes, I mean, yes, with the regular mundane item, if you were given it, I can track it back to the person who gave it to you, assuming that your presence hasn't already overwritten it. How long have you had the necklace?
I don't know. As long as I can remember.
Most likely, your presence has already overwritten their presence upon the necklace. If it's magical in nature, it might have kept their magical signature to a degree. However, even that would probably be lacking at this point. I
Can you tell if it's magical? She takes it off.
Maybe.
Tell me then.
My area of expertise. He like holds out his hand.
I'll drop it in the sands.
Ooh. Yeah, he looks at it and he goes, it's faintly magical, I guess. There is a very faint magical register. Looks more like a conduit than it does anything else.
I'll snatch it back then. Never mind.
What? Okay.
Take a breath, Gregory. Listen. She'll like point at him this time. Listen. You're the ambassador, and you're freaking out for what? I've told you already, I'm not killing you. Right?
I'm more confounded by the situation now instead of concerned.
How is this confounding? I'm telling you everything that I'm doing.
Yes, and this is the most vague proposition I've ever heard in my life. I could set some feelers out.
Do you need something more solid?
Yeah, a name.
Forget it. I don't think I know. Listen. And she'll sit down on his desk in front of him and like look down at him so that she has some level. You're in good standing with everyone.
Yeah, true fact.
I'll give you something more solid to work on then.
Okay.
because I don't know how to go about getting some of the items that I need. Okay?
Okay.
So I'll send you a list. You get them for me, and that'll be good, right? Forget about
Sure. I could
the
do
question
that.
about the people.
I
Okay.
I could set some feelers out if you need me to. I mean, aside from you trying to stab me, you seem like an all right gal.
Oh my god, just move past it. It was once.
Once is usually
this
the
point-
most people get.
At this point, I'm trying to hold back from doing it again. Okay?
Don't ruin my chair.
I could ruin your whole house right now with you in it.
I
Okay.
would rather you not. So,
I'm not going to. She's getting annoyed now. Slightly angry.
just send me the list, I guess. What was this list of parts?
Sure, parts, things, just stuff. She'll stand up and start walking out. Listen, for someone who gives orders, you take them pretty well. Hypocrite. And she'll walk out.
You see him look at you in the most bewildered look of all time as you turn and look or just walk away. Greg is submissive. That's bad. That's awful. Okay, yeah, so you leave the house and
Yep.
you hear the dealer in your ear go, "Oh my, that was the most impressive non-violence I've ever seen." Well, aside from the violence part.
Yeah. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. For I'm gonna see if you can make a contract for me. And don't worry. If you found this interesting, I'm sure you'll find the next part interesting too.
You are a fascinating person. I'd be invigorated to see how you manage to torture and terrorize other people with just your fancy words. Normally it takes knives and swords and, lots of blood, but you do it just with words. It's quite impressive.
Well, thank you. I think I'm gonna try and go to bed now, I guess.
Call upon me anytime, dear. And
I will.
disappears.
Okay. Just walk home.
Slowly makes your way back. So Mel, while this is all going on, you're on the opposite side of the...
Oh, right, yeah, I was doing things.
Got really enthralled with that because... yeah, you're on the opposite side of the inner sanctum, kind of going up to the house that you've become quite familiar with over the last couple of days.
Yes. Now we'll knock on the door.
Okay. You don't hear anything for a solid couple of minutes before you hear the door like slowly unlock and it opens and you see the Lord staring down at you, sighing softly.
Oh, fantastic. Do you mind if I come in? We have things to discuss.
Did you and your squad deal with the necromancer then?
We can discuss that inside.
He like steps to the side, letting you in.
Mel will make her way to the standard room and sit down in his chair.
He walks with you and just stares at you as you sit down in his chair.
So, before we begin, may I have your name?
He just kind of like looks at you for a second, and he is going to go, "My name, Lord Meringue, is what you can call me."
Good enough for me. That works. Have a seat.
He looks at you confused for a second before he does, in fact, take a seat.
Good boy.
Hmm.
Right. Do I actually... So, out of character.
Mhm.
Because Mel will know whether she has this or not. Does she have it?
The term Lord would not give you domain over it. You would need his first name.
Right. Listen, in order for this to work, in order for us to truly converse, I do need your full name. May I have it?
He raises his eyebrow and just like leans on the cane as he looks at you. And why would you need that?
So we can have a conversation.
We've had conversations. I've had many. I've not had to give out my name in 20 years. Why would I
Well,
give
you
it to
can give it to me now. Because the alternative is I walk out to, well, the entirety of Harmonious Haven and reveal your secrets.
He looks at you, and you can tell his I suppose form, but his posture and stuff, it switches kind of to the military form that you saw earlier as he grips the cane. My secrets.
Quite. Now, your name, if you please. I'm growing tired, and I want this conversation to go as quickly and as easily as possible.
And what secrets do you think you possibly have over me?
Why would I tell you what information I have over you before I reveal it to the public?
How do I know you even have information over me?
I watched you talk with Hans McGee.
You see his frown just fucking he like his entire face like it shifts into a hardcore frown. You swear if he frowned any harder, his fucking eyelids would be over his nose.
So, please, may I have your name so we can get this conversation out of the way?
Charles. Lord
Is that enough,
Charles
DM?
Meringue. Yes.
Fantastic. Oh, I've wanted to do that for the past, well, since I met you, really. But I'm going to ask that you shut up now for the next however long I decide. And I'm going to do a little bit of talking. You're going to listen. See, and she sort of leans back in the chair. Your people feared us once. You hid in your houses, you hid from the shadows. Our rules were so ingrained in your very being that you follow them to this day. But you forgot about us. Always forget about us. So, Charles, let's talk. She'll stand up and sort of move over to him and just lean forward. See, you broke the laws of hospitality 3 times by my count. It's always such a magical number, 3. Do you remember the laws of hospitality? You probably don't. Not consciously, anyway. But it doesn't matter. And you say as she starts to, like, walk around the room, some of her features start to, like, elongate, and the room, it's not getting darker, but, like, she is getting brighter, almost. I have not done this in so long. You do know that? Hundreds of years it's been since I did this last. Now, down to business. I'm sick of dancing around the issue. You murdered your own son. Well, orchestrated his murder. Am I wrong? You may answer.
You are not.
I didn't
Although
think I
murder
was.
is a strong term.
You orchestrated his death. That is murder, Charles.
Hmm.
So, here's what I'm going to do. Because I could kill you, and no one would really cry over it. I could take your name and leave, and there would be confusion. No one would be able to call you by name again. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to curse you, Charles. I'm going to give you the most powerful curse one can imagine. I'm going to curse you with love.
For once, his
See-
frown changes into a look of confusion and curiosity.
Here's what's going to happen, Charles. You murdered your son, which I assume your wife gave birth to. What happened to her, Charles?
When he was born, there was complications, and she died.
So you blame your son for your wife's death.
No,
How
I
utterly
think it's a
banal.
sad disgrace that his life was traded for hers.
Shut up. Here's what's going to happen, Charles. From this moment on, for the rest of your sad, pathetic existence, from now until the moment that you die of natural causes, because I forbid you from taking your own life by any means, you will mourn the death of your son. You will love him, and you will mourn him from now until the moment you die. And there's nothing you can do about that. You will cherish him. You will despair because you took his life. That is the curse I inflict upon you. And, of course, that curse also applies for your dear daughter. So when you, in the next few days, are arrested for murder and conspiracy, you will admit to your crimes. You will be sent to jail, and for the rest of your time in that dark, dank prison, you will mourn that which you can no longer have, the love of a son who you hated. That will be your prison. That is the curse of love. For you who love someone who you will never see again.
You see, like, a single tear kind of roll out the side of his old, wrinkly face, and he grips his cane so hard the wood snaps.
In a moment, because you need your name in order to be sentenced, of course, I will return your name to you. But when I do, the curse will remain. And, as I say, you will admit to your crimes when questioned. And you will not harm a single head on myself or any of my compatriots via your own hand or a third party.
Hmm,
Am I understood, Charles?
you are.
Good boy. There's one other thing I've been wondering. We'll get it out of you when the rest of my party shows up, I'm sure. But I want to hear it from your lips, the truth and the whole truth. How did you get in contact with Mansa?
Hmm. There are, shall we say, networks in work right now. Things that Greg is trying to find ways to dismantle or crush at the seams. Mansa is simply one of them, as am I. He was a failed opportunity more than he was
Clearly.
anything else.
You fell apart at the seams, as it were.
Yes.
Who is your contact for these connections?
He doesn't have a name. Makes it easier for, well, this situation.
And how do you contact him?
Simple. I light my light at midnight on the south end of the city. At midnight on the end or beginning of a month. They will approach for 2 or 3 hours from that point. If they do not approach, I assume they are dead. If I do not approach them, they assume I am dead. Simple.
Fascinating. Well, enjoy your last day as a free man. Wow. Free's a strong word, isn't it, Charles?
Hmm.
Enjoy your last day, Charles. I'll be seeing you. And Mel will hand back his name with the provisos attached to prevent him from enacting any shenanigans or whatever. As she does, her features sort of restore themselves to their natural proportions. Her hair sort of stops. It was ruffling, sort of, and it stops that. And the glow sort of fades. Good day, Charles.
I
And
hate
she'll
your
turn on it.
kind.
You barely know our kind, Charles. Also, she's going to try and pick up the chair and drag it out.
It is unbelievably heavy. There's no way you're lifting it. You drag it like a couple inches and your back already hurts.
I will use enhanceability on myself. I'm taking this chair with me.
It's going to be a very, very long endeavor.
Don't care. I've used my it's fine. Boop. I've had a long rest. There's another. I've got 4 hours to get back to the thing before they get there.
That's fair. So it's gonna take you around that long to drag that thing there. That thing is several 100 pounds.
Every so often using mending to repair the scratch damage on the bottom of the chair.
So yeah, he just watches as you drag it. You drag it out of his house, which means you rip up some of his floors. You do so. You drag it onto the nice cobblestone streets, which you're just pulling it through. It's very loud. And you see a bunch of people just watching you, and fucking 9 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening. You're just dragging it all the way back to the fucking area.
Yeah, back to the inn. Yeah.
Back to the inn. But by the time those several hours have elapsed, and you all kind of waking up, you're all waking up at fucking 2 a.m. and such, because it's very early for you guys. But yeah, it's the middle of the night. You're all kind of waking up naturally from your rest. You guys can sleep in if you guys want to. But you're all naturally waking up. And just from outside of your guys' windows, you just hear a dragging noise. And just the dirt and shit popping up. It sounds like somebody's dragging something really heavy through a dirt path. It goes on for a while. If you guys don't go outside, it's half an hour of you guys getting to hear this shit being dragged to the fucking house.
Nah, Penny stays in bed.
Penny's just that's normal. Chair. Does anyone come outside?
Would Damien still be awake at this point?
You would have woken up at this point. It would have been the 8 hours would have elapsed. You're welcome to stay in bed and continue sleeping. But
Gotcha. No, Damien will come.
Bye, Callista.
Bye, Callista. What was that, Damon?
Bye.
Damien will investigate.
Okay.
Callista's gonna be sleeping in for the end of this adventure. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
It's okay.
We're gonna be wrapping up here soon anyways. So, what are you saying, Gro?
I was just saying goodbye to Callista.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, Damien, you wake up to the sounds. Everyone else just kind of still sleeping since it's right in the early morning. But you wake up to the sound. You go down the stairs. The door is weirdly unlocked for some reason. Penny, I assume that you're not 100% sure how to like get the lock fully embedded and such, since there's no keys and such. But you walk downstairs. The door is weirdly unlocked, and outside of the door, you just see Mel dragging this shit. You can see sweat just like down her head or it's shit. It's just all on her arms and stuff. And you just, because I assume, Mel, you're still wearing your like regal clothing and shit.
Well, she would have taken her jacket off about halfway through.
So you just see a bunch of sweat. She's just dragging this heavy ass fucking chair, and every now and then she just stops, pants, fucking mends it, and then just goes back to just dragging the son of a bitch.
Would I recognize the chair?
100%, yeah.
Right.
There's some dust on it,
I'm
but yeah.
I'm gonna go outside. I mean, if she sees me approach, I look absolutely like confused, but I also don't question it. I'm just gonna.
Good morning. Well,
Morning.
I think it's morning. It's technically morning. I think it's past midnight.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge Reduce on the chair to reduce it to a carryable.
Oh,
So
thank
bring it in.
the gods. Mel will pick up the much easier to carry chair now and carry it inside.
It's still a little bit heavy, but is much more reasonable in terms of carrying.
Should I shouldn't ask, should I?
About the chair? No, it's mine.
Yeah. Noted.
Oh, yes,
And he
Lord
holds the door open. for her.
Lord Moraine and I had a conversation. We came to an agreement.
Fascinating. Well, I suppose that's good news for everyone.
Yes, I'm sure we'll be getting paid, and he will be admitting to his crimes.
Excellent.
Could you,
He's gonna open
once the
door
chair's in
for
like a semi-comfortable position, could you reverse the enlarge reduce, please?
Yeah, he helps her bring it up and fixes the sides of that.
Mel like flops back in the chair. I'm gonna be like an hour.
I love the idea that you guys walked into Mel's room, you put down the chair, put in a good order, had like Damien fucking enlarge it, and Penelope's just laying in the bed, like seeing you guys just walk in, do all this shit.
Now my back's to them. I'm looking at the wall.
Is she okay?
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. Well, good night. And
Good night.
He leaves.
Oh, this chair is so comfortable. This is the best decision. I should have grabbed it last time. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
But he doesn't say anything.
It's just facing the wall,
once-
back to you guys, ignoring you.
Once Damien's gone, Mel will rock in the chair for a moment and go, Penny, are you awake, dear?
Deception? Yeah.
You could. She assumes you're probably awake, but you're welcome to either roll deception or just
Try to pretend to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to
feel free to roll perception, or sorry, deception, and Malcolm roll insight.
Perception.
Yes, perceive yourself being asleep.
She's probably gonna win this.
18 to 20.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. You do a very good job of hiding the fact that you're asleep, partially because it looks like you're dead. So Mel, as you're looking at her, you legitimately have a hard time telling whether or not she's alive right now, but it appears that she's like she twitches her hands every now and again. Like there's a couple of common just being awake movements that she's making.
Yeah. Penny, dear, listen.
I'll turn over.
I'm not going to tell anyone where you went last night. if you're concerned. Primarily because I don't know the full extent of your journey. But
I went for a walk.
And had an interesting conversation from what I saw.
You followed me?
Only to an extent. I didn't go the whole way. I had conversations to be had with our dear compatriot, Lord Moraine. Charles. What a tacky name. Sorry to anyone named Charles, by the way.
Fuck you, Charles.
Yes, I followed you, but I was only concerned for your safety, and once I saw that you were with someone who we can reasonably trust, I left. But as I said, that is for you and you alone to tell people, and I'm not going to pressure or coerce you. We all have our secrets, after all.
I'm sorry. Penny gets up and she's angry. She's just really angry.
Understandable.
She's like, yeah, like your fucking smelling magic thing that you won't teach me. And she'll just
I can't
Oh.
teach it to you.
She's just angry about everything right now.
Yeah, you would know that the Dragonborn's room probably is still open or still free, so
No, I leave. I
you
go
leave the
to-
entire area? Okay.
Yes.
Alright, yeah. So you straight up walk out the doors and shit. Alright,
Peace. I'm gonna go sleep in the forest.
but yeah, you go way out of the from you guys are, I think, actually, yeah, you're right next to a forest, so yeah, you pretty much just go like maybe a mile or two and find a nice tree to lay in and shit. But yeah, with that, that's probably where we're going to be ending it today. When do you guys want your characters to wake up? Do you guys want to be awake in the middle of the night, or do you want to wait until the sun rises?
Probably till the sun rises, unless anyone else has.
When she gets to where she's finally gonna sleep, yeah, she'll sleep until the sun rises.
Sunrise.
Cuckoo. And Grail and Ortus.
I just imagine I'd be waking up at the normal time. Grail wakes up
Yeah,
early,
yeah.
but not like mega early, probably like 6 a.m. ish.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, that is when we're going to have your guys' characters wake up in that case. We are going to be doing something special for next week. We're going to have kind of a scene where for some of y'all to be sleeping, some of y'all will be a slightly different a theme to it. Primarily Mel and Ortus. But the rest of you guys is probably going to be in your dreamscapes. We're effectively going to be leveling you guys up from 5 over to 6, which you guys have moved over to 6 at this point.
Yay.
And using that, I'm going to be using some of your abilities, some of your other stuffs to kind of work through what you guys kind of have learned and are moving into. So should be interesting. But if you guys are interested in seeing that content, let me move over to my end screen. There we go. Feel free to go check out all the players that we've had today. They are absolutely wonderful and lovely folks, and I appreciate every single one of them for being here. If you guys want to see the rest of our content, on Monday, we're going to be doing the epilogue of Ruby Jump Chain. So it's the last episode that we're going to be doing of the homebrew campaign that my brother is currently running. So do join us for that, for all that fun stuff. We're going to be wrapping up a whole bunch of things, going back to a whole bunch of different timelines, people who've asked questions and things like that. But it's going to be the epilogue, last one, and then we're going to be moving it so every single Monday is going to be 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday, of course, is going to be actually a what's the word? A collab stream with Ratty. We're going to be doing a D&D collab stream. It's not going to be a session or anything like that. It's going to be a fun thingamabob, but feel free to join that if you guys are interested in more D&D and love Ratty, our Rat Queen. Wednesday is going to be more Plague Tale Innocence, and Thursday is going to be more more Stunt Block 3. We might be finishing Stunt Block 3 in the next couple of episodes, so stay tuned for all that fun stuff. Who are we going to raid today? We might raid Serenity, honestly. No, I've raided them twice in the last 30 days. How you guys doing? Hi, Krells. Yeah, we'll go with Story. She's also playing Rusted Moss again, so we get to pop over there. I figured she'd finished it by now, but I think she's doing some challenge levels or something of that sort. So we're gonna pop over, watch her play for a little bit, because I haven't gotten to watch one of her streams for a while, which is bad because I am one of her mods. So I should probably be doing that. Yeah, we're gonna pop over to her, say hi to her, tell her to shush because the library is library spirits visiting. And as always, I appreciate everyone who has joined us. I appreciate all of the viewers, all of the followers, all of the players, everything that we have. I appreciate all of it. And at 300 followers, because Yuki's been telling me to fucking say this more, so at 300 followers, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour live stream from midnight to noon PM PST. So if you guys are interested in that, give me the 300. I'm already going to be playing with a lot of people like Rose and like Wazi in order to pat that shit out, because I never get to play with you guys because it's fucking nighttime for me. So, and maybe Nat too. I might get to play with her too. So we'll see all of you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.
Goodbye.
Everyone.
Bye bye.